A rather magical Yo-Show moment between two gigantic fans and friends, etc. Oh, my phone's loud. I'm like, why am I echoing? My phone is real loud. Milo Sky. Milo Sky is the band. The Warning is the song. I love doing the show and kicking off with different opening songs, so why not welcome Cheyenne back with that one? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday night. Like I said, anymore it's not just, Tuesday night and then, oh yeah, by the way, Wednesday. It's Tuesday night. It's Wednesday night. It's the Yo Show.
It's Yo Show time.
It sure is. Thank you very much. Jeff the Shark Perini with you back after an awesome Tuesday night. Thank you to J.C. Clark. Absolutely wonderful. Tonight, Wednesday night, Cheyenne Ettinger back in the house. I give you a round of applause. Good evening. How are you?
Thank you.
You have become so comfortable here, and I love that.
Thank you. I like it. It's fun. I feel like I'm just chilling on FaceTime, just talking to my friend, and there's just people in the chat. So I don't.
Right, people chatting alongside. Just happens to be like some singer or rock star or something that pops on in the middle. Yeah,
it's like a little Zoom call, but people are watching you live.
Kind of. That song we played, Milo Sky, The Warning, and of course, if you're in the area, and I always say this because people watch from all different locations, so you really don't know. December 28th, it is the one and only Milo Sky at the VFW 225 West Wyomissing Avenue. I spelled it wrong. I missed an I in there. Anyway, West Wyomissing Avenue, and is that Monton, PA? It's a toughie.
Moton, PA.
Moton, PA. Yeah, way off.
Moton. It doesn't even. It looks nothing like it.
No, it does not. But if you have never done it before and you happen to be in that area, check out Milo Sky, one of the absolute best bands around. Love them, love their music. And the lead singer, Ryan, he's got this really awesome girl in his life. I don't know her.
She is.
We should have her on the show sometime.
Yeah, you should. We should talk to her.
Chat with her and find out what makes rock stars tick. Okay, cat's out of the bag. Cheyenne's got this weird little connection with Ryan. I think it's awesome. I love you guys. And my wife's always like, can we go here? And she's like, because I sent her this. And I think we have family from out of town. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. But she sends me this. And the next thing she sends me in a text is like 10 hotels in the area. Look, we can stay here. We can stay here. I'm like, wow. Massive fan. Truth. And so how close is it to you? Because I wish I'd figure out where you guys are at. My wife has got to travel so far. Roughly the area you're at.
That area, like where that gig is, it's like 15 minutes from us, 15, 20 minutes. That's in Moton is we're in Reading, so it's like 20 minutes outside Reading. So that's for you probably over an hour.
Wow.
Because you guys are closer to Philly, so.
Yeah. But you know what? We've done it.
Yeah. It's a far drive, but.
We did it last week. Right. We did it last week for the awesome Chaos Guitars. It was Rose from Chaos Guitars, her birthday party. 4 bands were there, including Lady White Rat. We drove over an hour. Well worth a great time. The ride home kind of sucks, but
that's the worst part about going anywhere. Sporting event, concert, anything is the drive back because you're just so tired from having fun and it's awful. The ride there is so easy. The ride back is terrible. Especially if you're the driver. It's even worse.
Oh, yeah. Hate being the whole ride home. She's like reveling in it, looking at her pictures and sharing. I'm like,
taking a nap.
Right, taking a nap.
Trying not to crash. That's me.
Right. I hate it. Speaking of great artists, great music, etc., we have an awesome one tonight. This young lady's been with us a few times, and I finally got to see her live a few months back. And I'm telling you, once again, like I said about Milo Sky, if you've never seen our guest tonight live, make plans to do so. You know, she's traveling like the world. It's crazy. But around 8:30 tonight, the amazing Miss Laura Cheadle will be in the house, all right? Cheyenne, your first dose of Laura Cheadle, I think you're going to love her. Just absolutely.
I'm excited.
She's so cool and is, where, and I don't want to say this the wrong way because you've had tons of guests on the show. She's one of those guests, kind of like the last time we had Milo Sky on, kind of like, because I think Clay was new to it, and the dudes were kind of sitting around on the couch, and, Laura kind of becomes part of the show. Mm-hmm. Not just the guest, she actually becomes part of it, the way she shares and stuff. It's almost like she's sitting right in the middle. Well, she will be, but like right in the middle of the big couch.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm excited to meet her.
Definitely excited for her. I think you're going to love her. Massive thank you to last Wednesday's guest, of course, the amazing Alex. She had some shows she's doing, brand new music coming out. The purple and green hair, absolutely sparkling as always. And she's super cool. Another one who's made several journeys here. We love her. So we're going to ask, it's been a few weeks. So what's new? Anything new, exciting, riveting that we have to know?
Nothing riveting, but I'm finally all moved into my new apartment. That's why.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's why I was off of here for quite some time, because we were moving things in every little bit of time. Like one day it was moving the table in, then moving all of our other boxes, unpacking, work, setting up Wi-Fi. We didn't have Wi-Fi for a week or two. That's about it. Started a new job right around the time I stopped podcasting. And now I'm completely used to it. So it's a nice new gig. Better than the last job I had. If anyone from my last job's watching, I didn't hate anyone I worked with. I just did not like the job. So now I'm happy in my new job, my new apartment, and I'm all settled. So it's nice.
That's awesome. And that's what I always say to all my employees. It's not like my coworkers, I shouldn't say my employees, my coworkers.
Close enough.
It's not you guys.
Yeah.
It might be one or two out of 30 people. It's not you. It's just the grind. But I also, and maybe I know you agree with me, because sometimes your point of views when it comes to stuff like this, you see these people more than your own family.
Yeah.
So,
why
not treat them kind of like your family?
They literally become your family. I've made some of my best friends are from my jobs. And my favorite job I ever had was when I worked at the Reading Phillies. And I still talk to all of those people all the time. I'm actually going back there. I'm going to be bartending there soon at their new event center, just because I was chatting with some of them. They were like, oh, we need a bartender. And there I go. I'm going to be bartending. Back to my roots.
Is this strictly Reading Philly stuff, or is this kind of an arena for multiple things?
It's like an event center for weddings and business meetings, birthday parties, stuff like that. So I didn't get to tour the whole thing yet, but it's pretty cool. It's brand new. I think it just opened this year, but it's been a couple years in the making. So very exciting.
So kind of like the Fuge, if you will.
A little bit. Yeah, if you go on their Facebook, actually, they have pictures. It looks out. It's all the way out. Where is it at? Why am I blanking out? It overlooks the field. It's all the way out in the outfield. There's a balcony you can sit on. There's seats out there. You can watch the game outside or inside. It's literally just like a venue. I don't know if they have a stage set up. I'm sure they do, but like I said, I just went in real quick, got my paperwork, and left. Hey.
My wife is in the house. Always happy to see you on. And he always says, I put that together. Yeah, I know you did. The socialites just yapping away, which is cool. You know what, though? Not that you have pool or not, but I would tell them, look, build an extension to the outdoor deck.
Yeah.
Put a stage out there and let people come watch the bands and the game in the background.
Yeah. That would be awesome. I mean? I'm pretty sure they have a stage, because if there's a wedding, if there's a venue for a wedding, they've got some sort of stage. But yeah, it's for all different types of events, corporate events, birthdays, weddings, whatever. So when I went in to get my paperwork, there was a ton of people in there just talking. Some kind of business meeting was going on, but it's pretty cool. So I found my way back there. So be back with all my friends again. So that's the good thing about having a job is the friends you make. But
yes.
Sometimes the job itself is not the vibe.
No, and no matter how much you like your work, friends, and family, there are times, like today, when you're really busy and shit starts going nuts that you look at them all like, I hate each and every one of you son of a bitch.
Please, when is happy hour? When can we leave?
Somebody help me. You should be allowed, in my field in the car business, you should be allowed to drink at work. You should be allowed to drink and smoke weed and all that stuff, because, man, the grind sometimes. Whew.
My one job I had, we had a beer fridge, and it was awesome. And he did not care, as long as we weren't getting trashed. But if it was Friday at 3 p.m., we could crack open a White Claw or a beer. He would come out with shots every now and then. It was awesome.
That's pretty cool. We would have, definitely being a nurse. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God.
I know. I worked at a car dealership up in there's a Volkswagen dealership, and the shop foreman Dan had a fridge in the back for beer, of course. And there were some nights that we would, right at 5, we'd cut, go to the back and drink. But we all like hung by his box. We didn't run around the whole dealership doing it. We were in the back, and we're having some drink. And one day, general manager claims that a customer walked by and saw it, which I know they don't because customers don't go back there. But that's okay. But we used to do that every Friday. We kind of crowd around and down some beers. Love it.
I love that. So fun.
Did you break it out? I know you said you're buying a case. You got any beer for us tonight?
I was just going to say, speaking of drinks, I went and visited Ryan. He works at Fine Wine. And I got some champagne.
Yes, look at you.
Coming back on the podcast after, 2 months now?
Stop. So, is that big a deal to you? How flattering.
There we go. Ryan was like, I have beers at my house, right? I was like, yeah, but we need to be a little classy tonight. So even though I'm spilling it everywhere.
I'm not going to lie. As people know, I get emotional on this program. Don't make me don't share it down. Because I appreciate that.
Make a toast.
I appreciate that you love it that much. It really does.
I do. I missed it. But
we missed it.
No Wi-Fi. It sucked. And to be honest, our lighting is terrible in that apartment. Yeah, the way they have it set up is we're on the 5th floor. It's the last floor of the building. And for some reason, they painted the 5th floor darker than all the other ones. So the lighting is just terrible. It's awful.
God, it happens.
So it's not podcast lighting. So
really got to go and get yourself.
Doing them here.
Got to go and get special podcast lighting.
I do. I need the Ryan Beckett lighting.
There you look at that. Yeah, I've got 4 or 5 different lights I use that are staples. And I still don't feel I get it right because, and I don't know why this is, when I watch the replays on my big screen TV upstairs, it looks blue.
Really?
Yeah, something about the show just looks blue, and it's weird to me.
I never noticed it. That's weird.
Now my wife is Yosho plotting in the background. We'll talk about that later. RBX checking in, the one and only Ryan Beckett. We played this song to start the show that you might like by some band.
Some band called Malowski.
Malowski? I learned from the beginning. Don't get it wrong.
Don't get it wrong.
Jason Rushman, what is up, my dude? 100%, a lot of upside down smiles and some tears and a wave and a thumb and man, it's a lot. Bear Rains and House, hey kids, I just got back in the Yosho Theater. I heard screaming outside. Little old lady was being mugged by a Salvation Army Santa. Wow, what?
What?
What? Only you.
What goes
Bear
on?
Rains, right? Only you. And of course, the warning. What a great number. And I wanted to start off tonight because that's my celebration gift to you.
Thank you. And also, shout out to Cassie. I saw that Milo Sky was her 2nd artist of the year, which is awesome.
You know what I'm sad about? I had my banner or my picture rather for my band list, and I took it down. I should have kept it. We could have done that tonight because that's such a big thing. People just go nuts for it. Yeah, right. They were. They were. She loves Milo Sky. I do as well. And you are all the ladies, of course, are all a great extension to the fellas. And it's to me, it's like a, God, is it 8, 9, 10? 10 is 10 pack of fun. I forget.
Pack of 8. There's
pack of 8.
Pack of 8 of us.
All right, so it's like an 8-pack of fun. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, it's right. The show on the 28th is the same night as the Fuge. Oh yeah.
I know. It sucks.
But don't worry.
Sometimes those things happen. When there's too many good shows going on, you can't make it to all of them.
Exactly. And like I said, with the new year, hopefully new contract at the Fusion, maybe that Maluski band will come back and sing with us sometime.
I loved that venue. That was so fun. And there's a little Mexican restaurant down the street from there. I think we talked about it before.
Yes.
It's so good. I would drive up there just to go get that food again, which I know for a fact I would, because for Ryan's birthday, we drove to New Jersey to get pizza and Mexican food.
Oh, wow. And I don't have to tell you, if you're looking for company, my wife and I would join you guys in a heartbeat.
There you go. We can go get some tacos one day.
Mark me down. Everybody says, what's the bell for? When you hear something like magical on the show, it gets the bell.
In the spirit of Christmas.
In the spirit of Christmas. Speaking of the spirit of Christmas, let's get a little Laura Cheadle music going on here. Of course, the holidays are coming, so we'll start with that. I was going to start with some of our other stuff, but let's start with Let's Get Together for Christmas. How about it? Fun little Christmas number. And she's got a Christmas show coming up in a couple weeks. She's been rehearsing for it and practicing with the band. And so let's get this one. Laura Cheadle, Let's Get Together for Christmas. About 5 minutes long. We'll come back. Wednesday night, the Air Show Jeff and Cheyenne. Enjoy Laura Cheadle, Let's Get Together for Christmas. We'll be right back. Go.
Let's get together for Christmas. Let's get together and party. Let's get together for Christmas this year. Let's get together for Christmas. Let's get together and party. Let's get together for Christmas this year.
I'm hoping that you will see me. I'm sorry as I could ever be. We both know that time sometimes can heal our wounds, but maybe the season will give us a reason to let bygones be gone and love will start anew.
Let's get together for Christmas. Let's get together and party. Let's get together for Christmas this year. Let's get together for Christmas. Let's get together and party. Let's get together for Christmas this year.
I was so lonely last year. My thoughts and feelings were unclear. I like to spend this holiday with you. Remember the times I'd ride, you and me making love all through the night. Magical times at Christmas, I know you miss them too.
Let's get together for Christmas. Let's get together and party. Let's get together for Christmas this year.
We both know that I hurt you so. Now I'm trying to make it right. I need you Christmas night. Let's get together for Christmas. Let's get together and party. together and party. Let's get together for Christmas Eve. Let's get together for Christmas. Let's get together and party. Let's get together for Christmas Eve.
All right, we're a few minutes away from this awesome artist coming on our program, Laura Cheadle. Let's get together for Christmas. Cheyenne, you strike me as a holiday type person. What do you think?
I liked it.
Right?
I always try to like envision what artists sound like or like a band, and where I would listen to them. And I don't know why. I don't know if this makes sense. I feel like that is something I would hear walking through a casino. Like the Borgata, a fancy casino.
Okay.
Not a trashy one. a nice, like, fancy, like, fun casino.
It's almost like...
Because they play very specific music there.
Yeah, and even, like, you can imagine walking past a casino, like, lounge, like a nice lounge.
Yeah.
And having somebody like that singing with that kind of voice. Yeah, she's that...
That's what it is.
Yeah, that kind of sultry is a word that people use and all. Very cool, very smooth voice.
And very like laid back.
A great presence, like that casino-esque style presence. Laura Cheadle, let's get together for Christmas.
I like
She'll be with us in a few moments. Definitely a lounge type. Bear Rains, of course, welcoming you to the show. Bear was a regular. I mean, we lost him for a few months, but he's back in action. Cheyenne may be new to you, and she, of course, says hello. What I want to do, I want to advertise this. I've been doing this for my good friend, Philly Frank, and the good people over at Ashley Furniture over at 908 West Street Road in Warmminster, Center Point Place. You can meet Randy Quaid, who, of course, played Cousin Eddie in National Lampoon's Vacation, and the RV is going to be there. You can get a picture with the horrible RV, too. It's this Saturday.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool. Hosted by, that's really, I'm like, I want that. Hosted by Q102's Buster and the Philly Captain. You can get pictures with Cousin Eddie here. Also, some great prizes. A Ashley gift card, 75-inch TV, laptop, PS5, Jingle Ball tickets, and more. This Saturday, 208 West Street Road is the Ashley Furniture Holiday Special. 25% off all furniture. 25 months, no interest financing, once again, brought to you by Q102. Cheyenne, that gets me in the mood for Christmas.
Yeah, that 75-inch TV sounds nice. And so does the Jingle Ball ticket.
Sure. Right. There's a lot of great stuff in there. There is Philly Frank. Thanks for popping in, dude. And Frank is a great promoter in town, does a lot of promotion stuff. He's part of it, and he said, dude, how do you feel about sharing it? I'm like, this is awesome. I could sit here doing a 24-hour infomercial about this dang thing, and I mean, it's just that great. Todd Fry in the house, awesome drummer extraordinaire. Todd, thanks for coming on with us. Laura Cheadle gets the fans psyched. And like I said, in Christmas music, I love it. And next week, the 18th, we're going to do like just a Christmas show. No guests. We're just going to play several Christmas songs from bands that have been on. And, Santa Claus might pop up. Who the hell knows?
Santa? Wow.
He might.
That's pretty cool. On such a tight schedule. Christmas is coming up.
He's been on in the past, and he's a disgrace when he comes on. He's horrible. How about that? You used to work for Ashley Furniture, the main factories on 50. Look at that. Come on down.
Wow.
Fly out. Fly out to Ben Salem, PA.
I got my couch from Ashley, I think. I know Alicia got us, shout out to Alicia. She got us a discounted couch because one of her clients that she pet sits for works there. So they gave us like a friends and family discount.
There you go. That's not bad.
So shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley. I used to get the friends and family discount from Macy's because I used to work with a girl and her mom worked at Macy's, and they would have the 50% off, and then you get like another 20% in friends and family, and yeah, Macy's.
I love those discounts.
Now I don't get that anymore.
Aw.
Right? No more. Let's get ready to do this. Let's get our special guests out here, and like I said, the thrill of chatting with this woman so many times just really gets me giddy. And I'm going to show this real quick, see how good this flyer came out. All right, you can't really see it all that great, but like we're going to talk about all these awesome places she's playing because she's like moved on past United States to like world venues.
That's so cool. I saw
Right?
Mexico on there. That's really cool. I gotta get Milo Sky to Mexico.
There you go. I mean, Laura, if you need an entourage or people to carry equipment or wipe your forehead after sets,
I'll do it. If I get to go to Mexico, I will do whatever.
Absolutely. Let's bring her out. We had one of her great songs, Let's Get Together for Christmas. But let's talk about many other things with the one and only Miss Laura Cheadle. Laura, good evening.
What an intro.
I feel like I toned it down a little because usually they're big. And, you got like a 10-minute intro.
It felt pretty good.
I love it. I always, want to smear it. And some people will say, oh, you don't want to go overboard with a guest. Looks like you're kissing their ass. Well, I am. I will kiss Laura Cheadle's ass 24/7.
I mean,
And I never feel I do it enough justice. And finally, of course, Bear Reigns in the house. He was the first one. I gave him credit first.
He's been on since 6 o'clock, I think.
I know he's been there. I think he's tailgating. And he was the first one to say, have you ever heard of Laura Cheadle? And the name was new to me. And he said, check it out. And I've been just loving it ever since. So it's been a long time.
I love it. Love you, Earl.
Much love, Earl. And we finally got to see you. Before we talk about any of those stuff, finally getting to see you. My wife and I went down to Fat Lady Brewing. And it's funny because coincidentally, Cheyenne, her boyfriend, is the lead singer of the band Milo Sky. I saw them play there. So I'm like, I love this venue. Very cool.
Nice.
Great
I like
venue.
that. Yeah, I like that little back room thing too. But to see you in person finally, it's all the nerves of having you here.
Which was wild.
Right? We got backstage and all. You seem like Michelle's like, she seems a little nervous tonight. Nerves still after all this time?
Who's nervous?
You seemed a little that night.
Oh,
that night, a little bit. Yeah, that night.
I don't think so.
Are you ever?
No, not really. I think I was partying that night.
You were too.
We had a good time.
We really did.
Not me. My wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Michelle is awesome. I love the way that she's become part of the band and part of your life, and everything you do is great. And looking at both of you, you're both about great relationships, like Cheyenne, you and Ryan, and Laura, you and Michelle. And it's really important. How important is it to you, because you've been doing music for a long time, how much more important is it to have a great partner in everything in life and music? How much better you think it does it make yourself?
I manifested someone that could play music because I was with people in the past that didn't understand music at all. So it was like, that's not going to work for me. It really makes all the difference. And I knew when I met her and I heard her play, I was like, you're going to join the band. She's like, are you crazy? I'm like, here we are. We're going to Mexico tomorrow.
Right.
Oh
leaving the house at 4 a.m. tomorrow. So it's going to be fun.
Well, thank you for doing this, leaving the house at 4 a.m. We appreciate it. Cheyenne, get on in there. Cheyenne's been dying to meet you, and she's got questions as well, so let's do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know how to word this. So when did you first start getting into music?
Well, my dad is a Philadelphia legend. I've been playing with my family band since I was 4 years old.
Wow.
And my dad toured with everyone, Stevie Wonder, like everyone you can imagine. He's on the recording stuff. So I've always been around music, and there's been like, famous people in my basement. It's like been insane. It's like, but when I was a teenager, I was like writing songs all brokenhearted, and that's when I was like, I'm gonna do this for me, and that's when it all happened. So it's so much fun. It's always something different. That's why it's so much fun.
That's awesome. Who's the most memorable famous person you've had in your house?
Ooh, I think Boys
besides
to Men.
Besides yourself.
That's
Boys
cool.
to Men is cool.
That's really cool.
That was pretty cool. That was like in their later years. I'm trying to think. Like there were like a lot of oldies, but my dad, he's introduced me to a lot of cool people, but now I keep him going. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, I did not know that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
One of these days, Boys and Men's gonna be saying, "Yeah, we were in like Laura Cheadle's basement." Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents live in the same town as one of them in South Jersey. I think one of them live here. I've never seen them, but I don't know. Who knows?
That's pretty cool.
I didn't even know they were in that area, to be honest. But I love Hall & Oates, and I think John's parents lived right up the street from my grandparents' old house.
Nice.
Which is so cool. And their one album cover, I remember passing it when I was a kid.
Nice.
So those little connections are really cool.
I opened for John
Really?
at the winery, yep, which was pretty cool.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm jealous. I'm not a musician, but I'm jealous.
You have lived a pretty full life already, if you will. Like I said, opening for big names, touring, and like I said, now touring the world, Mexico and Paris, France. We saw on that list also. So many TV appearances and local news shows and articles now in San Diego, writing articles about you. You've really traveled. And
research.
I do my research. I'm all about my Laura Cheadle. But all that progress, does it seem like it came so fast, or is it according to plan?
I work my butt off, so it's like all me. I mean, I have I work with different companies, but I'm a go-getter. I'm always out there. You can't do everything online. I'm always out there meeting people. That's the best thing to do. I mean, you can't just sit behind your screen. I tell people all the time, like, get up, get off Instagram, and get your ass out there, because that's what makes the difference. Those are the connections that lead to other things. That's how I got Paris. But for instance, I was at a networking event and then met the booker, and he heard me, and it wasn't from being online. Not saying online's not important, but getting out there and showing your face is awesome.
Very true. I feel like everybody's online now, so
yeah,
it's way, way harder.
I think
even like go ahead.
It's a bigger, like, I have a persona online, but in person I'm a lot goofier, and people kind of like, oh, this girl's like kind of crazy, so it's better.
And because I said that too. You've been on here a few times. You've been amazing. We've chatted in Messenger about certain things here and there. But to meet you, it just changes everything in a good way, because you were even more amazing than I expected. You get nervous, like, okay, they're going to see us, but they got a place. So it's kind of like, hey, we'll talk after, and you go.
Yeah, no.
You drug us back. You're like, oh, no, you're backstage now. We're friggin' partying. There was people hanging out there. Cheyenne, I'm telling you, it's her party style is a little bit like the Milo Sky dudes. Like, you're just out having fun. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
A show going together.
It depends on the gig. That gig was like, we were on till like, I think 10ish. So I was like, we're gonna have to party at this gig. Other gigs, I'm more behaved at other places.
Usually once a year we'll do a let your hair down type program at Fat Lady Brewing.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you can, of course, we'll go back. We'll talk about Mannequin, of course, because that was your big album to start the year off. And, it's a great album. And I know we started when we always talk about the singles, then the EPs, and then you're like, yeah, I'm doing an album. How's that been going for you? How does it feel to know you got a full album of your stuff just out there, and you've let it out, kind of let it off the leash and said, go get them, and it's out there hitting the world? What do you think?
Crazy people. I mean, this album was because I was with the wrong person for almost 8 years. So the album came from that relationship that was terrible for me. So those are the best albums. So to play the songs live is like, Cassie is like, Cassie's crazy. Love her.
Oh yeah, love her.
She matched my energy. Now, play the songs live is just and people, a lot of the songs have now made it into film and TV and movies. Oh. So that's what's insane. These like heartaches that I went through are now like more people are going to be hearing. So it's pretty insane. The best muse. Now I'm like so happy. I'm writing all happy songs. So, it's a whole different thing.
They always say when you write from your personal feelings, we talked about it last night also with JC Clark. When you sing from your personal feelings, it makes the best music. It really does. And no offense to male artists, seems like female artists do it a little more. They get in touch with their true selves and let it out. And it always makes for phenomenal music. Again, in putting out an album, do you ever think like, oh God, here's all my personal feelings out for people to listen to and critique and ruin or embrace?
I just let it flow, I'm just like, if you like it, you like it. That's where I am. I'm in such a beautiful mind now than I was like a couple years ago. It's just like, I'm letting it flow, let it in. And I think that's where all the great manifestations happen. I'm big into manifesting, real hippie over here, Pisces. Wait, are you a Taurus? What are you, Cheyenne?
I'm a Cancer.
Ooh, so Pisces Cancer, here it is. Wait, Jeff, I forget.
I'm Taurus.
Yes. I knew it. I remembered.
Yeah.
That's a good trio.
It is a good trio. Taurus is really compatible with water signs. Earth and water.
I like that.
There you go.
The Jeff and Cheyenne Laura show every Wednesday night. I could. The three is here. I mean, the three of us here. It's a good match. I'm very excited for this tonight. And of course, because Laura, we had Jewel, and we know Jewel. We love Jewel, and she took a break.
Oh, Jewel.
Yeah, we love her. And then we love Jewel, and I actually saw her a few weeks ago. She took her break, needed, okay. Yeah. And I started looking, I'm like, man, I'm kind of stuck. And my wife said, well, I talked to Cheyenne and her sister, they want to do it. And Cheyenne's been perfect, so I knew a night like tonight would definitely work well.
Thank you.
She's a Cancer, so she's going to be grounded.
Now, if I share a Laura Cheadle night with you, that means you're making it good. You're doing good
here. Oh man. Yeah, when did I start podcasting with you? That was probably like August. That went really fast.
It did. It went really fast.
Because we talked about it at Fat Lady.
Yeah, we did. Oh my God. All the good magic happens at Fat Lady.
Right?
Apparently.
And the gigantic slices, right? The gigantic slices of pizza across the street.
Yes, but that pizza's so good.
Oh my God. Let's get to, like I said, the banner didn't come out as big as I'd hoped. But
I could have sent you a bigger version.
Yeah, I should have asked for one. I get so stubborn, I can make it happen. But I'm looking at, of course, December 20th for Christmas. That pretty much your home away from home, Jamie's House of Music, and a Christmas show.
That's with the whole family band. That's gonna be great. We do it every year. It's my dad, my brothers, Uncle Dave, and it's such a blast. It's the most beautiful venue, so cozy, and we do all of our Christmas favorites. And you guys got to get tickets now because it gets packed. And that venue is so awesome. It's in Lansdowne, Pennsylvania.
That's very cool, and I'm excited for that. No, it's like I said, kind of like your home away from home, and then Brooklyn, and then back to Philly, and then the last two. I mean, the first one and the last one.
A few. I'm booked. There's probably about 50 more being added to that. So,
but I got to talk about Mexico and France. Of course, you talk about how you ended up with France.
Yeah.
A meetup, but how is this going to take? This is a whole new realm of traveling and big time travel. Not a bus, not a car, not a train. This is like airplane stuff and all. Man, describe it. Talk about it, because I can't explain it good enough. I need to hear what you're thinking.
I'm sponsored by Traveler Guitars, so that's these tiny guitars. So they're very easy. I put them literally in my check bag, and that's how I bring my guitars.
Nice.
And the bass is this small too. And and we have a drummer out there, and that's what we do. Just kill it. So it's going to be crazy. I'm leaving tomorrow morning, and I also get a lot of free days on the beach, which is going to be awesome.
So worth it. You have to get up at 4 a.m.
We're going to Tulum, which is such a beautiful part of Mexico. I've been there before. It's the best.
Mexico is amazing. We were just talking about it. I don't know if you heard us backstage.
Yeah.
Let's get a Milo Sky and Lauren gig down in Mexico.
Let's go.
That would be so fun.
Right? I can get my passport, of course, but it's the part of it that I marvel with and just listen to you say it is how easy you make it sound. A couple small guitars, got a drummer out there, and away we go. Listen to other bands out there.
Just make it happen. Who cares? Life is short. I mean, let's go.
True.
I mean, I am all about traveling. I've always been this way. I'm I don't know if you guys are into moon and rising signs. I'm really into zodiac. So my moon sign is Cancer. That's my emotions.
Ooh.
And my rising is Aquarius, which is very me. I'm like, rising means how you present yourself. I will pick up and leave at the drop of a hat. So that's me. I want to travel. I'm kind of more Aquarius and Pisces sometimes.
It's funny you bring that up. I was just randomly last night, I saw a TikTok that said it was someone talking about your moon sign is what you should pay attention to more than your sun. I just went a quick little deep dive before bed. I was looking all of it up and I was like, I never really like took a deep dive on this because my best friend is all into it and she tries to teach me and I'm like, I don't understand. But
all you need is time of birth, place of birth, birthday. I could do your chart. It's so easy. And it really describes. There's an app called CoStar, and it like literally tells you what you're feeling that day, and it's really freaky.
That's what I was on. It's really weird. I have to find it. I was at a concert one time. I camped out with girls I never met in my entire life, just sitting there chilling. And the dues for the day, it said do the number 5, and there was 5 of us. It said do roses, and the lead singer hands out roses, and it said do camping. I was like, this is weird. It was so weird.
It's unreal. So I'm all into it. I just can't help it.
Wow. Jeff is like, what are you talking about?
No, I love this stuff, and I love that. Because Laura takes people in a lot of different dimensions. It's so much fun.
Well, that's my Pisces. I'm like, I'm not really here on Earth. I'm somewhere in space. That's me all the
time. You're currently here for our space. And hello from
hey, Trisha.
Trisha Ettinger in the house.
There's my mom.
There's Mom.
Hey, Cheyenne's mommy.
We got a Virgo over here.
My best friend is my exact birthday, February 20th, which is pretty cool.
Oh, really? But that is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is there we said there's no fear, but the kind of excitement to play in front of like out of the country people. Yeah. Are they ready for? Are they ready for you? Are you ready for them? Yeah.
I played Italy. I played Spain. I played London. London's my favorite because people are so into it. I love playing in Europe's like my favorite place ever. So Europe's wild. People are like really into music there, and it's just amazing. There's like 12-year-olds that go to jazz bars. Like it's so cool there. It's
hilarious. It makes sense though with like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and all like the major stars. As soon as a baby's born, they're at a concert.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. A whole different vibe.
That is pretty cool. So now let's compare it. American music and concerts to around the world music concerts. Is there a preference?
I mean, honestly, it's whoever's into it. That's what the coolest part is. I mean, of course, Americans are into music. I go to a lot of festivals myself, and it's just the vibes. Whatever you're into. Europe is just a cool place. Like I love it. It's so awesome there. I would live in England in a minute. That's how much I loved it. And my last name is a town in England, Cheadle, England.
Wow. Oh, it's a sign.
Fun fact.
Fun facts. Fun facts for Laura Cheadle. I did not know that either.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even like there's some venues, I always say this. I feel like every single time I come on the podcast that certain areas have the best spots for music. Like I've gone to Hershey for music, like concerts and whatever. And they're fun, but they're not as fun as a concert in Philly.
Yeah,
and
Philly's
really
crazy.
Depends on where you are. My mom and I saw Stevie Nicks in September in Hershey. And
nice.
Like, we have to go again. I was like, okay. And Def Leppard. I was like, if any of them come back, we're going to Philly. I don't care. I'll drive. She hates driving in the city. I was like, I'll do it. I don't care. It's just a way better vibe.
You just have to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I was on, I won a game show called Raid the Cage on CBS. I won $91,000 with
that's so freaking cool.
And we bought a condo in Philly, and it's like to have to win that and then invest it, and then I'm like I've lived in Philly many times, but now I'm like in like the best part of Philly, and it's just like people are so scared of the city. I'm like, it's not scary. You got to know where to go.
To watch where you're at. It depends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I love Philly. I would love to live there if I could afford it, but I don't know. I always said I wanted to move there. That's one of my favorite places ever. I love it.
Awesome. It's like so easy.
And everyone who says it sucks is they just don't go there enough. They just
You don't
see all the bad stuff. Every place is bad, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not a suburb person. I got to be in the city.
My problem is I want to live everywhere. I wish I could multiply myself and live like I want to live out west. I want to live at I always said I wanted to get a little like camper van and have like a remote job and just travel. I don't want to be in one spot. And my one coworker told me that like a year ago. He was like, "You give me the vibe that you need to get a little RV and just travel."
I need your moon stuff. That's not very Cancer of you. Cancer is like a homebody. I
am a homebody. When I leave my apartment in the morning, I'm like, I just want to be at home all day. I miss my home. I get homesick, but I also have that little bit of adventure.
I love it.
Love it. It's great. Right, you too. Like got the same vibe. We of course, as you said, Jamie's House of Music, your Christmas show. You're getting into the holidays, watching you kind of practice with the family and get ready for it. And we played one of your songs here earlier. Christmas holidays. Is that you? You said you put out a Halloween song, more or less, with Medusa. Now Christmas stuff. You got a Christmas album. How much does Christmas mean for you as a holiday?
I mean, Christmas is awesome. I mean, it's a great. I love the music at Christmas time because it's like old school, and I love singing it. I like Christmas. Although my favorite holiday really is 4th of July, which is hilarious because it's the summer. Because I'm not a winter person, but maybe I should write a 4th of July song. Who knows? But yeah, it's cozy. It is cozy. But I am taking off to Mexico during the winter, so that doesn't say much.
True. You're selling us out for hot suns.
I'll be back for the Christmas show. I'll be back for the Christmas show.
That's what matters. That's the deal, to get out there and see you perform there. It's like I said, it's like you're home away from home. So we're excited for you again for that. Yeah. For that great.
And the venue, people don't realize, is in Lansdowne. They're like, "Where's that?" It is so cool. It's like one of those cool blues clubs that's just so intimate, and the food's great, and the bar is great, and it's like you can hear a pin drop when I'm singing because everyone's like so focused. That's my ideal venue. I can talk to people in the crowd. Yeah. And I got my little Christmas dress on. We got Santa Claus coming out probably. Who knows?
I was pretty flattered at the show at Fat Lady Brewing when I kind of stood in front and Laura kind of gave me a shout out, and there's a great picture. I forgot the post of you like pointing me out and me standing there and getting that match. I can't believe I didn't put it in my realm of pictures to flash up here, but I appreciate that. You have always been a huge supporter of us, fan of us. You always say the kindest things to us, and I can never thank you enough. And, you know I'm like all kind of off topic of you tonight, but I'm just tonight is a big night of appreciation for everything you've done and do for us.
Well, you're not boring. You're not asking the same stupid questions that I answer 24/7 on interviews. It's always the same question. So it's so much fun to just let your hair down and rock and roll. That's why I love the show.
Yep.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Like I said, and Jewel was up on that game show you were on, and
he created a game. Oh my god, that was awesome.
She did. Jewel made a home version of the game
from the show. I was like, this is the best because that was a huge show. And then she it was crazy. It aired last December 1st, so that was really life changing. It was insane.
And Laura kicked my ass in the home version also.
What game was it? What did you say it was?
On Raid the Cage on CBS. It was you answer trivia questions, killed, and then you run in cage and you grab all these things, and then if you win prizes, and we beat this other couple, of course, and because we're badass, and we ended up winning 91 grand, baby.
That's crazy. I don't even know what I would do if I was told you won $91,000.
That was it. I'm like, you're not wasting this money. It's gone now, but it's well worth it.
But you enjoyed it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now it's in a house. So, I mean, what else could you get?
Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome.
In Philly.
it's going to be a lasting memory of where your talents get you. Because I said you have done TV stuff and talk shows and podcasts and live performances. Do you ever like get amazed at how much like overall charisma you have and presence? But it's so natural to you.
My mom loves to remind me. My mom watches all my stuff on YouTube like every day. So she's like, "Do you remember?" So this is the second game show I was on. I was also on in 2021 on Jay Leno game show.
Oh yeah, right.
That too. I'm a game show freak here.
And how do you even get on a game show? I always wondered that.
I get calls and I take it. Yes, absolutely. So
I'm gonna manifest that I get a call to be on one of these because that sounds fun. Sorry, I can't come into work today. I gotta be on Family Feud.
You can only win $1 on there. You got to go for the big ones. You got to go for the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get 91 grand is what you're after. Like the Wheel of Fortune, we're gonna win like 10 grand. I want to win 91,000 freaking dollars. Let's start our own game show. The $91,000 game show.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what I would do with that money.
Put it into something.
No idea.
I knew we had to put it into something. We're like, we need to buy something.
Yeah,
I would spend that.
Yeah, I like the idea of getting the house in Philly. That's cool.
Boom. And I'm filming now for a major network, which I can't wait to finally tell you what it is, but I can't. So we're filming the girl band stuff with a major network right now. So you're going to be seeing us. You're going to be seeing us.
Every time I bring you on, you're within inches of big news. I'm always a day or two early, and then you drop, and of course I get excited.
So
big
close.
News. But Laura is one. Cheyenne, I'll tell you, Laura is always one. She talks about the manifest. There's always big news coming out in Laura Cheadle's world.
That's good. Speaking positivity into the universe, and you got to do it. That's why I tell everyone. I mean, I have my days where I'm bitching and complaining and moaning, but you got to be appreciative of all the good stuff and just speak it out loud, and it'll come to you.
Exactly. I write everything down. I
do that too.
And it comes true. It's really weird.
Oof. I got to try that.
It is.
Do it, Jeff.
Let me see.
Yeah, even if you just type it in your notes app, I do that.
I do it on an actual piece of paper, and I put it on my fridge.
Go to France with Laura Cheadle. I'm writing that right now.
My dad's losing his mind. His dream has always been to go to France, and he's playing with me in France, so it's going to be crazy.
Oh, that is so great. It's very cool. Dad was on the show one time before. And Michelle's been on the show. It just makes it a family affair. You're gonna meet the people in Laura's life on this program at some point.
Yeah, baby.
So what's next, music wise and project wise after touring? I'm sure you got, as always, stacks of music waiting to go.
Oh, a new album, of course, is in the works. There's I have probably 14 songs that didn't make Mannequin. So I wrote so much, and then I'm writing more now. I'm writing a lot with the girl band, Laura Cheadle and the Girls, shout out. And it's just flowing. It's flowing, and there's going to be so much music. It's really exciting.
I love it. I get so excited for it, and I want to remind people again, because I know that's small, but if you zoom in there, December 20th, of course, is the big one. Jamie's House of Music. You're in the PA area, Lansdowne, PA. It's the Christmas show, and trust me, they're rehearsing hard. I've seen the videos. It's great.
Yeah.
And then Brooklyn Music Kitchen in Brooklyn, New York, and then the Women's Fest in Philly, Paris from March 24th to April 1st, Holy Moses, and then back to the Blue Moon Theater in New Jersey.
There's about 20 in between of those that I just booked, so I'm going to have to update that calendar. Wow. Doing a lot of festivals this summer. Tons of festivals.
That's awesome.
That's crazy that it's already like booked, like at least that flyer says till May, and we're not even out of December yet.
Anymore. I just put that up to just throw something. I'm like, I should, there's a lot, but I'm doing a lot of festivals, which I manifested. I love festivals. You meet new people, get out with people who don't know you, which is so much fun, and travel. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
That's great. It's been, it's always been a goal of mine. I continue to tell you to have an outdoor venue. There's a couple places that have already approached us about it possible, and doing like a 2-day local artist festival. Yeah. I have so many great ones that come on here, including you, Lori. And of course, you would get the invite, and the Milo Sky guys, and just get like 30 or 40 local bands, their fans do like 2 days outdoors. You know, I get excited for it.
Let's do it. Do all different genres. Do it. Be awesome.
Yeah. Festivals are the best because you can see, like, I've been to a few and you can see all your favorite artists in a span of 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
So fun. I used to go to some EDM festivals with some of my old friends, and they were the best because we'd be like, let's go see this artist. And then 15 minutes later, we're going to go see that one. And an hour later, go see that one. It was so much fun.
We would definitely mix the genres. My wife's like,
why not?
How do you do with, she says, what are you going to do with your real hard rock bands? What are you going to do with like your country, slower stuff? I'm like, they're all going to play together.
Yeah.
Like,
music is music.
Because I'm sure there's thousands of me's out there that can go from Laura Cheadle to Strange Culture to Milo Sky. Like, I can go all over the board. So I can sit there all day.
Yeah. I hate
great stuff.
I like all different stuff, so it's fun.
Same.
Me too. I'd totally be down for that. And again, as I said, the contract is right here. Laura's already agreed to negotiate if something comes up.
I'm here.
Yeah, let's get a festival going. I know the one that it was like summer of 2023. I think it was at John's house. He has the stage in the you might know Jeff. He has the stage in his backyard. He did Christmas in July.
Oh yeah, he does the pig roast every year.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was so hot out, but it was so fun. Just to watch all the local bands play and just hang out, drink beer. It was so fun. That's
something you would like, Laura. It's a bunch of just friends of the genre, and a lot of bands come out too. And he has a pig roast. He gets backdoor stage that he built.
Vegan pig, because I'm vegan. I'll bring my little vegan.
All right, that's all right.
There you go. Yeah, I didn't eat anything there.
I will personally make a gigantic salad for both of you if you both come next year.
Some protein. I'll bring some veggie burgers. There you
go. Hey,
avocado in there.
People have done it. We're all about it.
You need more than salads, PSA.
Okay. I don't know what else to make that's vegan.
Please. Almost 2025. There is so much. I've been vegan my whole life. So I've been through the not being able to eat anything to everything is at our disposal now. So it's awesome. But I'm not one of those weird vegans. I don't care what anyone eats. Whatever feels good to you.
Yep. Exactly.
You are not one of those. We're not one of those weird things.
Whatever you want to eat. I'm allergic to dairy, definitely. It's a really bad allergy. And I never liked meat, so that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
If dairy doesn't work for you, then
they're way better sometimes than the typical recipes you hear of.
Oh God, yeah. I love Asian food.
Yup. They have so many good options. Oh my God.
That dog's going berserk up there. He must know it's Laura Cheadle, and everybody gets excited for that.
My cat's been watching the whole time. She loves it.
All right. My dogs hate being down here. They watch upstairs. My wife is even like taking pictures. They'll watch upstairs, but they won't come down here as I'm doing it. So very weird.
Oh my God.
I know
they're camera shy.
They are. They so rarely show their face around here. But Laura, this opportunity is great, of course, to tell you personally, face to face. I wish you nothing but continued awesome success and extremely happy holiday. And I appreciate you and Michelle and Dad and the band and everything that you do for us. You are like Yosho royalty. We love you so very much.
You're the best. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Anytime and every time. And like I said, you can find Laura Cheadle, and make sure you do it right after the show because it's so worth it. Facebook, of course, there's a Laura Cheadle group out there with several thousand followers because they all love her. Instagram at Laura Cheadle Music. Linktree / Laura Cheadle. Her music is on Apple Music. I know because I got it all right here. Spotify and more. She's on YouTube, so check it out. Check out Laura's music. You will not be disappointed. And like I said, if you're in the area, Jamie's House of Music, December 20th. And if not just
coming up,
right, it's going to be very festive. I've been seeing the like I said, I've been seeing the practices. It's awesome. Follow the links. We're going to run the links for a while if you want to find Laura and check her out soon in your town. Laura, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Thank you again so much for coming on once. We greatly appreciate it. And
having me.
after this other big news, we're gonna bring it back because you're gonna be doing major network and new music and.
I'm excited to hear what this announcement is. We can only imagine.
Ooh, I like the build up. I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna share it, of course, here. Absolutely. But we're gonna get into playing some more music from you. We're gonna send you off. Have a great night and a great holiday, and good luck in Mexico and France. Knock 'em dead. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, have fun.
You see me next, I'll be all fan.
Take a shot on stage for us.
Oh, I will.
Right, exactly.
Hi, Earl.
Have a great night, Laura. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Peace. Laura Cheadle. I gotta tell you, Cheyenne, like her energy. I talk a lot about having energy when you're a musician. It's important.
Oh yeah.
There is something about her when you meet her, and even when she comes on here, that really just puts a smile on your soul. Not just your face, like a smile on your soul.
Yeah, she was very easy to talk to. I like that because sometimes, I mean, I feel like for me, like I can talk to anybody. It really depends on the person, but sometimes it's hard to have a conversation with someone that you just met. But that was very easy, very smooth sailing, great personality.
Agreed.
All
yeah,
good vibes.
And a real talent. That's why I give my wife a lot of credit. Like, I've seen you out, and like it seems like I make it seem like, all right, I'm out there just talking to everybody. You know, I do a little hello, how you doing kind of thing.
Yeah.
But my wife she's there.
Yeah.
If she's there, she's gonna at least approach and see if you like her. And if you like her, you got her all night. And if you don't, she's still gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
And like I said, that night the connection was like, and I'm like, okay, you know, now you're always nervous to give somebody a shot. Like, what if they hate it? What if it doesn't come off well? And it's been great. So I thank her. I thank you, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Sis is tougher. Her job makes it really tough to get her out here. I don't know what do I look weird? Am I sinking? I feel like the chair's sinking. I'm sinking.
You're sitting in quicksand over there.
I feel that way. I feel like I'm like going down more and more with every like few minutes that go by.
I haven't noticed it. I had a chair like that. My one job I was talking about where throughout the day I wouldn't notice it too much, but it would slowly be sinking down because it was broken. And like out of nowhere, I'd be like, why am I so low to the ground? Like, why is my desk to my chin right now?
I wish I could draw a mark on the screen where I'm at. Yeah. And I'm telling you, like, it's going to be like this. I really feel like I'm sliding down here. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm like just, it's been a rough week. I'm like, no disrespect to anybody that has hosted, co-hosted, etc. You are a terrific dose of medicine coming on and hanging out with you. You are.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you really are. Like I always told Jewel, like this gets us through the week.
Yeah.
Like from Thursday on, like, oh God.
Yep.
And then you come out for Tuesday, Wednesday, like, man, that feels really good. And she made it feel good and natural and fun. And you do the same. I want to give you a hats off to it. I really do. Yeah, I get excited when you agree. I know sometimes I've asked you in bad points, like, hey, you're free tonight? Like, dude, again, just move, no Wi-Fi. And it's almost like you were telling me, like, you're an asshole. Like,
no. So I'm not gonna lie. I am really bad at last minute. I am not a I'm spontaneous, but I'm like a planned spontaneous.
Right.
My best friend, she's the type that's like, if I called her right now and said, "Do you want to go to the beach tomorrow?" She would go. She does not care. She is just super spontaneous. We'll be driving together. She's like, "I would go to the beach right now if you wanted to," and I'm like, "Yeah, but we don't have anything." Like, I'm very planned, and like, if my day doesn't go how I planned it, chaos in my brain. But that's why sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't do it tonight. I already have plans and I'm doing this, but the apartment made it very hard.
And that's all right. But I'm drinking Milwaukee's best. Oh my, you actually made me say that like on my show. Of course I'm drinking my favorite Yingling traditional lager. 1829 original amber beer. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
We both put our.
I'm still auditioning. All I want is Yingling to sponsor a festival. That's all I'm asking. Not even the show. I wouldn't take the money for the show for a festival. Ryan's back, ladies and gentlemen.
He's home. I heard him walk in.
Uh-oh, he's coming.
He was disappointed he had to work tonight. He said,
I know.
Are you going to podcast at my house? And I said, yeah. And then the other day I said, you're going to be there, right? And he's like, wait, I work. And I was like, not on the Yo Show night. Come on.
I know. Jesus.
What are you doing?
I swear to God, jobs hate us. Jules' job a lot of times made her work nights. Your sister, like every time she gave me, I could do it like at work. I mean, her job really hates us.
Hers is hard because she doesn't get done until like 7. And then if she's pet sitting, it's even harder. So.
Yeah, animals don't do well on our show. I don't know why. We love them, but they don't do well here.
Maybe our cat will make an appearance one day. Her name's Ash. It's Alicia's cat, but I claim her as mine now because she lives with us. And she sleeps with me most nights now. So maybe one day soon she'll make an appearance. I feel like she would like it. She loves the attention.
Is that a true I quit? Don't do this now. Yeah, I get up between 5 and 6:30 depending on the day. And of course, like there's some weeks I get out 6:30. It's a 45-minute ride home, and I pretty much slept on this beauty and majority, and I hop on here. It's tough.
Yeah, I get done at 5:30, and I hate it. The job I've recently left, it was an 8 to 4:30, and that was perfect because 8's not too bad to be at work, and getting out at 4:30, I feel like you just have so much more time. That extra hour makes a difference. Now that I get out at 5:30, I'm like, oh, I don't feel motivated to do anything after work.
Yeah.
I hate it. It sucks, especially when it gets dark at 4.
Yes, that's right. I absolutely hate when you leave work at 5 and it's already dark out. You're like, this sucks.
I hate it. I get up around 7. Get up.
Well played. Very well played.
That's nice.
But when you leave work at 5 and it's still like nice and sunny out, you're like, all right, I still got some day left to make something happen. When you get out of work at 5 and it's pitch black and it's cold, you're like, yeah, I'm going to race home and just hibernate in the corner.
I catch myself driving home now and I'm like, a couple months ago, I was getting out of work and I would go home and sit by the pool still. I'd have 2 hours. I would go for a run, go for a hike. Now I can't do that because it's pitch black.
And I catch myself getting that way with a lot of stuff. Like there's nights, Cassie would be like, how about tonight when you get home, we go grab a beer and something to eat. And I'm like, ugh, it's like already dark out and it's late. In the summertime, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go somewhere, grab a bite, drink. And,
we were just talking with Laura, how she said that cancers are typically homebodies. I feel like I'm more of a homebody this time of the year. I get really, really homesick as far as like, not like necessarily for like the home I grew up in, but just like, oh, I just want to be at my house or like in my apartment now. Like I get very homesick, but in the summer, I don't give a shit. I want to be everywhere. I want to go out to the bar. I want to go to the beach, everything. I'm way more motivated in summer. That's why we need to get our clocks to be set to 8 p.m. for the sun to set all year.
All year.
No one's going to be depressed or anxious. Come on, government, let's make it happen.
Because some people like, and it's funny because some people are like, in the summertime, like going to sitting at a bar all day and day drinking, that's not fun. To me, it kind of is. You know what I mean? I like going in, even if it's like my local Langhorne bar to sit, drink for a few hours, and because you'll meet like a change of people over and over, hit the jukebox, get a load on, and then you go home like 8 o'clock. Like, I'm taking a little nap. And you wake up, it's like 11 o'clock, and you can still do.
And you don't even have to be drinking, honestly, to have fun. Like I've gone out to those bars and been sober, been like the DD, and it's just so much happier in the summer. That's why, and my best friend always says this. She says that I need to live somewhere where there's water, like a beach or a lake, whatever, and somewhere where it's summertime all year round.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I like the winter for Christmas, but I don't think I would miss the cold weather. Like, I'm fine. If I miss it, I'll get on a plane and go somewhere cold.
Right. I used to love it.
It's likely not going to happen. So.
Right, exactly. For years, I used to love it because when it comes to getting hot, I'm a sweater.
Same. But I don't care.
I guess not. I'm starting to care less.
I don't care. Because today I was thinking, when it was pouring down rain, I'm wearing long pants. They're getting soaked at the bottom. My legs are cold. My hair is a mess. Like, yeah, you can. I know everyone says you can bundle up as much as you want, but I don't care. I'd rather be hot and sweaty, sitting out by the pool, drinking a margarita, than cold any day. Unless it's Christmas time, Halloween time. From Halloween till New Year's, I like it cold. After that, I'm like, nope, I'm done.
I always had the theory, and let me see if I can get this right. It's possible to bundle up and get warm than it is to strip down to get cool. However, I feel you can cool off faster than you can heat up.
Yup. And I hate the feeling of being.
Thank God you understood that.
No, I get it. Because I hate the feeling, like, for example, when you're shoveling and you're sweating your ass off, it's freezing out, but you're sweating and you feel like you're going to pass out. I can warm up, but it takes way longer to warm up than it does to cool down. I don't know. Like in the summer, I can just jump in a pool, whatever. I'm fine. It takes forever to warm up. And I hate the feeling of being really hot and overheated, but I'm still cold.
That's really a great analogy, is shoveling, because then you take your boots off and your feet, it takes forever for your feet to get back to the core temperature. Yeah. Like my feet are like tingling for hours. Oh my God.
You're freezing, but you're somehow sweating. Your hair is like drenched in sweat and snow. I hate it. I would rather be in 100-degree weather. I don't care what. And all my friends are like, "You're crazy." Like, okay, I'm crazy. You won't be saying that when I'm on a boat in Florida, living my best life.
Friggin' perfect.
I had a friend from the Fight-Ins who was obsessed with the winter. Would always say, "Oh, I'd rather it be -30." I was like, "You're insane. Go move to Antarctica. Don't talk to me. You're a pick-me. You just want attention to look cool."
I'm doing this new thing where I'm trying to capture some great moments if I ever learn how to TikTok. Hour 12 minutes of this show on 12/11/24. Oh. I'm putting all that in because your moment about comparing it to shoveling is, God, it's one of the most perfect analogies ever we've had here.
I'm not a fan.
I'm like dumbfounded. I sit here like starstruck because to me it was always in, because it's head and feet are your temperature tell-alls, and I'm like, man, you nailed it. God damn it.
Yep. Because last time I had a shovel, I was like, this is not for me. I would rather pay someone to do it. Sorry.
Yeah, and I get, again, they said you get all geared up, and then you gotta, not only that, then you gotta get out of all those layers where your hands are freezing too and tingling, and you gotta try and strip down. Oh my God, it's the freaking where I hate snow.
It's so uncomfortable. You're like trying to like take it like quick, like take your heavy coat off and your boots, you're untying them, you're sweating more. I hate it.
The boots are packed with ice.
Yeah.
I mean, the laces are packed with ice. You can't undo the laces. There's ice. Oh my God.
And you step in the ice with your sock, and now your sock's wet. I hate it. You can tell I've been traumatized by
Oh my God, it is because
I hate it. That's why I will never be a winter girl. I like it for a little bit. If I'm traveling, I've traveled to like New Hampshire during the winter time, and it's beautiful. I loved it, but I can only love it for about a week or two, and then I'm like, give me my sun back. I would rather get sunburn every day than deal with that shit.
Yeah, sorry. I'm telling you. No, I'm with that, and it's hilarious because I used to always think, okay, it's just me. And then when I lived on my own for a while, I'm like, all right, I can't be the only idiot like this. And then I lived with an ex, and she'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't understand how hard it is to get out of all this gear. And still today, I'm with Cassie, I'll shovel a walk, and I can't get out of my gear. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, the laces are frozen. The gloves are stuck. My balls itch, and I can't scratch them. I'm sweating. I'm freezing.
It's straight up torture.
I thought it was just me, though. The fact that you're saying it word for word is unbelievable.
That's my personal hell. It's just being stuck in my winter clothes after shoveling. That is my personal hell. No, thank you.
I needed that so bad because
I'm glad someone understands.
Totally, that's me. It's like a revelation. I'm like, wow, somebody freaking gets my snow weirdness. Wow.
Yep. Not a winter girl.
Use your push mower as a snowblower. I'm gonna try it. I hate shoveling. And, having like the heart issues a while back, everyone's like, shoveling is the number one killer. I'm like, yeah, thanks.
That's a good workout, but I mean, you will burn a lot of calories within the first 20 minutes. Then you're done.
Now, this one is going to, Jordan's in the house. This is going to tip the iceberg of this conversation. Now, let's say, excuse me, you have that moment of shoveling, that freezing moment, can't get out of your clothes, feet are freezing, blah, 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 blah. You get in the house. You get into your comfy clothes. What are you eating or drinking first? I want to see how connected we are on this, because I know what I do, and it's not very specific, but it's specific.
It's been a while. So when I was living with my family, I lived with my grandparents and my mom. And my grandfather, he's so active. Like, he could run a marathon, I swear. He was the one out with the snowblower, shoveling, whatever. So I would go out and help him a little bit, but it was rare that he would even want us to. Yeah. I feel like I would come in, I'm still like, my hair's still wet and I'm just gross. I would do probably hot chocolate after I cool down. Okay. And then to eat, something to eat, probably grilled cheese.
Oh, grilled cheese is good. Big old bread. Grilled cheese, for me, grilled cheese was second, because I hated making it after you're all beat up. But when you were younger, Mom would make soup or grilled cheese. As I got a little older, I stuck with the soup. Bear, you're close. It's actually tea. I like a nice hot cup of tea after I've been shoveling with maybe some oatmeal. Maybe some oatmeal, if not, if not a grilled cheese. Oh, trust me, I'm never healthy, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost always healthy, but that's tea. Tea is really good for you, obviously. But I feel like I always just pick a hot chocolate. And now that I'm dating Ryan, he makes the best hot chocolate. So I'm like always wanting hot chocolate. He is a hot chocolate master. He'll sit there, he'll shave chocolate on there and
oh my god!
Little peanut butter wafers, like they're really good.
Now
I'm a hot chocolate girl.
Yeah, God, it's not enough for me. Like, not frequent enough for me. But I gotta ask, because to me this makes a difference. Are you boiling water or are you boiling milk?
Milk.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, yep. It depends too. Cause I know me and Alicia are always like, it depends. Usually, I guess, I'd prefer milk because it's creamier.
Yes.
But if I'm ordering it from somewhere, like a little like Christmas event, I know they mainly have water. I'd rather it be water because I don't trust that their milk is up to date.
Okay. Man, you already think.
But yeah, milk always. And any milk is good. So
yeah, and seems to be a little more dangerous because it seems to burn worse.
Yeah.
But
it's just better. It's thicker,
Yeah, I prefer it. And my father got me into that because I was always doing water. And one day in my late teens, I was at his house and he's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, making hot chocolate. He grabs my water, he throws it in the sink. I'm like, oh, you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's like, watch how you make this. And he didn't get like a pot. He got like kind of a saucepan. You know how they make, and he's in a saucepan, and he put a little bit of butter, just a tad of butter in there too. And I'm like, ew. And then he made it. Oh my God. Wow.
That sounds really good. Sounds like I need to make that tomorrow.
Yes.
That sounds really, really good.
I'm off. This is my work 5 days. So I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. One of those days is definitely saucepan, dad style, a little bit of butter, hot chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds really good. That's the same with tomato soup. I know a lot of people use water. They'll just fill the can with water after they dump like tomato soup in. My family always used milk instead to make tomato soup because it makes it thicker and creamier. So I do that too.
How about that? I got to try that.
Campbell's tomato soup, use milk.
Use milk. How about that? So we got a quiz for Jordan. Give you $100 if you know the nickname I gave Zach. Who is this Jordan we speak of?
Jordan is Zach's girlfriend.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay, right. I was gonna say stay tuned for the answer.
I was gonna say I don't see anyone commenting, but I'm in the private chat, so.
That's pretty much just me and you.
That makes sense.
Jeff's not saying a damn word to me tonight.
I was like, this chat is really quiet tonight. Oh, God.
In my best Morgan Freeman voice, it was at this moment that Cheyenne realized she wasn't going to be doing the Yo Show anymore. Well, there's nobody in the chat. This is the last fucking time I come. Dude,
wow.
You are cracking me up tonight. I can't even tell you, swear to God.
We'll blame it on the champagne. That's why I didn't click the actual comment section.
Oh, shit. If I was off tomorrow, we'd be going to like 4 in the morning. We do got to do more Laura Cheadle music.
We do.
Just we're on a roll, laughing hysterically, and I'm absolutely dying. So let's talk about that one that we had, the Halloween song, or so it is Medusa.
Ooh.
And it's a good one. It's a fun one, kind of a dancey kind of number. It's great. Laura Cheadle. This is from her new album. Medusa is the song. We're going to play it here. I'm doing this backwards. I'm going to get back this way. There we go. It's about 2.5 minutes. It's a quickie. We'll be back. Jeff and Cheyenne, the O Show, Wednesday night. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Enjoy Laura Cheadle with Medusa.
Medusa, Medusa, you only love me when I'm down. You keep looking just like Medusa, eyes open just like a monster. Watch out, she'll shape-shift you into stone. You keep looking just like Medusa, then I'm spewing just like a monster. You only love me when I'm down. A white picket fence is not for me. A missing piece of society. Cupid's bow will save you from your tears. I'm not a match for your perfect world of fear. You keep looking just like Medusa, eyes open just like a monster. Watch out, she'll shape-shift you into stone. You keep looking just like Medusa, then I'm spewing just like a monster. You only love me when I'm down. Like a snake in the grass you wait, just to rain on my parade. The stork missed my house, so the tears are on my own. You want me in the image of yourself. You keep looking just like Medusa, eyes open just like a monster. Watch out, she'll shape-shift you into stone. You keep looking just like.
Did I bump that? I think I did.
Medusa.
Anyway, I tend to kind of, I don't know what the hell I just did there, but anyway, that was, what the hell happened at the end? Medusa by
I was
Laura Cheadle.
confused.
So am I. Did I bump the button? I don't even know what I did. I looked away for a second and just cut off, but okay. Telling you, I still suck at this after all these years.
It's fine.
And it was the chair. The chair, the knob. Whoa, see, as I took myself back down again. And I took myself all the way down. See, this is what was happening. I was shrinking by the second. No, I'm not crazy. I'm totally going down here. I feel better now.
It happens.
You lied to me, Cheyenne.
I mean, I'm
don't notice a thing.
Comment section.
True.
And I'm seeing all these nice comments. I'm like, wow, I wasn't paying any attention. Sorry, guys.
Do we ever do an overrated, underrated game? We haven't.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good one.
But while we're on the subject of overrated, I want to talk about this because you guys are baseball fans, big Phillies fans. Now the Mets go out and obviously sign Juan Soto, and they give him like $750 million. The reason why I bring this up, number one, his fielding is terrible. He's not a good fielder. He's a terrific hitter, not a great team player. Smidge of overrated, especially now with that money. We're pushing we're pushing the $1 billion envelope. Can you believe that there would ever be a time where you think a guy's going to eventually sign a contract worth $1 billion? That's the next stop.
That's insane. I can't imagine being worth that much. Like, I mean, get me into a fucking baseball game. I don't know what I would do. I'm not coordinated, but apparently they're willing to pay you enough, whether you're really good or bad.
I'm with you. Yeah, the people that defend us make the least, and the people who were like 14 or 15-year contract. Okay. In baseball, they're guaranteed. You blow your knee out tomorrow, guess what? You're making that money the rest of your life.
Yeah. If I was a baseball player, I'd be like, I don't care if I get hurt.
I'm gonna throw myself down a flight of steps. You kidding me?
Yeah, I'd be hoping I get hurt because then you get to chill. Everything's paid for, and you're still rolling in the money.
God, it's like makes you wonder. I guess people say, some of the athletes don't love it enough. Maybe they do when you think about it. And I mean, it is ridiculous.
It's insane. And what's crazy too, and I'm not talking crap on it because I loved working in baseball. It was my favorite job, but they act like they can't pay their front office staff enough.
Sure.
And they pay all these players millions of dollars. It's crazy. And I mean, I'm grateful because when I was an intern, I got paid minimum wage, which most interns don't make anything. And then when I did full-time, I got stipend, which by the time I did the math of the hours I put in and the money I made, it was not worth it.
No.
But I don't know, like those, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Corporations, whatever. They make so much money. They give it to the baseball players, which whatever, I get it. But the staff who's behind the scenes, like planning those games and the in between innings shit, they don't make anything. And it's like they're doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
The marketing team, all of them.
And everybody says, players earn the money and players are the faces and everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of players who give you stuff like, I want out of here, trade me. Or, this injury that a lot of, a doctor will clear you, like, no, I still don't feel right, I'm sitting out. Like, they sit out, they gripe about it, complain about their bosses, if you will, and nothing happens. They just keep getting fed. You may, half the people we know in this world would be fired immediately. If I came out today on this show and said, my job, my boss is this, it stinks, I don't want it, I want to move on to another place, I would get thrown out tomorrow morning. I would walk in and get thrown the hell out.
Exactly. That was my one complaint about working in baseball was it was really fun and I have a lot of memories and that made me honestly who I am with how social I am now. But when it came to the office staff, and I don't want to act like we're not like we're better than them because obviously athletes put in a lot of work too. But the hours you put in as a office member, oh my God, I would be there from 8 a.m. till midnight. And I'm not even exaggerating, not every single day, but a lot of the times it would be 8 a.m. to get sales and meet quota. And then if there's a game that day, you're there until the players go home.
Oh my God. Crazy.
And if there was a double header, good luck.
Oh my God. Luck.
That's why, I mean, it's insane. I was there until 1:30 in the morning one time.
Oh my God.
With Alicia, because she worked in the press box. She did a lot of the video footage.
Yeah.
And she had to stay. I was cut around 1 a.m. because I got all my stuff done. But I was her ride home. It was awful. I was like, we might as well just sleep in our cars because we had to be back at 8 p.m.
Yeah, I would have rather work for myself and not now. The question of the night, we're back to this. You guys always make me hungry. Where's Alicia at with my Big Mac? Damn it, Alicia, don't do this. Don't do this again to us.
That was funny, but I was pissed because she texted me. She said, I'm at Ryan's house. I was like, what? I said, well, text him. I'm on the podcast. She brought him a Big Mac, but she didn't bring me like even a soda.
Right.
I chilled down here, like eating some McDonald's. I was like, wow, screw me, I guess.
Right. I got it tonight. I got it tonight too. I got this text while I was at work that says, babe, I'm hungry. I'm going to go get Mexican with my sister and our girlfriend. Okay. I come home. She's like, sorry to get you anything, babe. What?
I know. I was so mad.
Mexican.
I was like, how are you going to show up and bring my boyfriend McDonald, which very grateful that she brought him something. But you didn't even think of your sister? What the heck?
Hey, for real. But I kind of want a cheeseburger now. Yeah, you know what? No, I don't, because again, I got to watch what I eat. The other night, my sister-in-law, my sister-in-law accidentally ordered 2 DoorDash orders from Wendy's. So I got them the show. There's this double cheeseburger with tomato and onion. Cassie's like, here, we got you an extra. And I took 2 bites of McJeffrey. No, this is not good for your health. Stop where you're at. As good as it was.
But sometimes you got to treat yourself, because I don't eat fast food too much, but...
Oh, my God.
I don't care at this point. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Sometimes you just need that Wendy's meal, you know?
You do. You know, sometimes you really do. I'm not going to lie about that.
Like that night that Alicia brought Ryan McDonald's and not me. I really could have used McDonald's that day, and she forgot about me. Her loving, devoted sister who treats her like her own child didn't even bring me anything.
Oh, terrible.
Never forget.
Never forgot. Let's hold that subject and remember to go back to it, because it's awesome. Because I ran a little late to redo this advertisement. And here it is. Thank you. Is this what I've become? Ashley Furniture this Saturday in Warminster, Pennsylvania, 908 West Street Road, Warminster, Centerpoint Place. Q102 is in the house for this awesome Ashley Furniture holiday special. Get 25% off all furniture all day. 25 months, no financing. Look at that, no interest financing. Randy Quaid. I know, right? Damn, 25 months. Randy Quaid, who played Cousin Eddie in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, will be there for some photos with the RV. That there's an RV. Get it. Come check it out. Ashley Furniture will also be giving away a gift card, a 75-inch TV that Cheyenne wants to win so badly.
Yup.
Laptop, PS5, Jingle Ball tickets, and more this Saturday. Q102 in the house. Buster and the Philly Captain. Ashley Furniture starting at 1 o'clock with actor Randy Quaid and a big special of merchandise. I need that
TV, I need the Ashley gift card, and I need the Jingle Ball tickets. Which, who's even at Jingle Ball Philly this year? I didn't even look into that.
I'm so... oh, God,
oh my God.
We'll get back to that. There's a whole rating on that we can't even say here. I don't even know. Like, for years, I think it first started when I was single. And all the pretty girls always want to go to Jingle Ball. And I'm like...
Love Jingle Ball.
Like, oh, take me to Jingle Ball. I'm like, I'd rather stay single.
I went to one. I literally went to one. I forget what year it was. My friend Taylor and Kirsten, those 2 girls, we went together. And I think Charlie Puth played, and Joe Jonas's band was there, and Little Mix. Those are the only 3 I remember. I forget who else was there. But it was fun. It was cool to see all the different artists together, but I never, like, there was a few that I wanted to go to. Okay, this year's Katy Perry, Tate McRae, and Teddy Swims. I would be down to see Tate McRae, but that's about it.
I kind of love Katy Perry, but I don't really like her music enough.
I like old Katy Perry.
You found that fast.
Wait, what?
You found that lineup. Oh, there's more though.
There's a lot. Oh, 21 Pilots. That would be fun. I saw them before they blew up. Fun.
When I get that one, I got who else is on this one? Gracie Abrams, Dasha, Isabella, La Rosa.
There's a lot of good ones.
P1 Harmony,
Jack Harlow, Meghan Trainor.
Yeah, Meghan Trainor. Jason Derulo is. I tell you what, I'm not a big rap fan. I like his stuff.
I don't even know if he makes music anymore, but that would be fun. It looks like a good lineup.
He stopped making music. Now he just comes once a year for Jingle Balls.
I would be excited to see Tate McRae and 21 Pilots.
I wouldn't mind 21 Pilots. And
NCT, they're good. They're a little K-pop, not little. They're a big K-pop band.
Ah, the old K-pop. There's a lot of bang up amongst us men at work with K-pop.
K-pop, I went into a deep rabbit hole with K-pop. K-pop before, where I was in my BTS phase, and then they all went off to the army, and then I just wasn't as into it anymore. But I still do love K-pop.
Yeah,
good for it.
Is there something you can share with us down that rabbit hole?
I don't have any fun fact. I mean, I was on Twitter a lot, like K-pop, BTS Twitter a lot. I don't know. It's just like a different vibe with music, like their culture in general. I got more into like the Korean music and like their style of music. And it's way different than what we have here. Just like every country is different, but I liked it. It was cool. They're very particular. I feel like, I don't know how to explain that, but I feel like they're very out of reach when it comes to them being celebrities. Like they are treated like gods. It's actually kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah. And K-pop fans are scary. So I don't know. I didn't stay in that rabbit hole for long. I just like the music and getting into something different, learning another language and appreciating music for what it is, and not just because like, oh, I can understand it. Some of the music I had no idea what they were even talking about, but I still loved it. So
well, I mean, it's kind of like Rammstein. I saw them, had no clue what they were singing, but I loved it. But there's a guy at work, and he's a trainee. He's going to be sent to a different location, and he's been there the last couple of weeks. And he's like, yeah, we're talking about like wives, girlfriends, all that. He goes, yeah, my girlfriend, yeah, just some weird freak that listens to K-pop all fucking day. And I'm like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, I can't do it all day. No. I had a little phase. I still listen to it every now and then. But I don't know. It was just, I don't know how I honestly think I heard a BTS song on like an iPhone commercial. And I didn't know that. I knew who BTS was, but I didn't know that was them singing that song. I was like, oh, I always have that song stuck in my head. So I looked them up and I was like, they're pretty cool. And then just started listening to them more. And I mean, they're really good. They're talented, but yeah.
So for me, and I'll say this humbly, like people always say, like, why do you go for like younger females as co-host? Well, they're more hip than I am because I'm so out of touch with half of this shit. So you kind of know like some of this shit, and Julie used to pick up on some of this shit, and she had a little daughter, and they kind of know more what's going on. Sometimes I feel out of touch, and I never thought I would feel that way in my life. It's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm okay. So my Spotify rap, I had 74,000 minutes of listening time this year, and everyone who I looked at, like on Facebook, Instagram, no one had it, and I was like, I am very invested into music.
Wow.
Wait, let me see. How many?
Mine were, I think I still have the picture. I hope I do. I hope I see the picture. Because mine was mostly either local artists or absolute legendary names. Let's see if we can find
Mine's a mix. Yeah, 74,817 minutes listened.
Wow.
Which is
Jesus
a lot.
Christ, that smokes me. And I think I'm like this big music dude. I'm pretty sure you clobber me. Do I have it? God, I gotta have it somewhere, please.
Mine says, well, okay, wait. My biggest listening day was August 27th. That had to have been a pool day with Ryan. Top
okay, that makes sense.
% of listeners worldwide. Crazy.
Man, I'm so disappointed. I don't see mine, but I also forget. Like, I snapped so many pictures of people coming on the show and shit. I forget my timeline of what's where.
Right. That I'm trying to find how many artists I listen to.
Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's do 2024's monthly top artist. Well,
That was my rap that started playing the Beatles.
excellent.
Go ahead.
So Beatles of all bands. How about that? So it was January Led Zeppelin, February was Kiss. Oh hell. March again Led Zeppelin. April was Dream Theater. May was Bryn Athen, who's playing the Sweeneys this Saturday, by the way. Bryn Athen. June was Milo Sky, who were playing at the VFW this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
July Van Halen, August Led Zeppelin, September the Deftones, October Defiant, and November Lady White Rat. So a little mix of some of our friends, family, and locals, and a little bit of classics. Yeah, Zeppelin came up quite a few times.
Milo Sky was my top artist, which I'm so proud of.
That is
Milo Sky, Beatles. I think it was Milo Sky. Well, I know it was Milo Sky. Beatles, and then Zeppelin, I think. Let me look. I love Spotify Rap, by the way, but this year was not exciting. Like, it was exciting, but the way they showed it on the app, it was was way less than they normally do. I was like waiting for more.
I've got an Apple one. It's a workout to get their answers. Go ahead.
Really?
Oh.
Usually Spotify's really good. This year they were good, but they didn't give a lot of information like they usually do. Milo Sky was top. The Warning was my top song.
Yes.
Beatles were number 2. Zeppelin 3. Zeppelin was 3. Fleetwood Mac 4. And I don't know how. One Direction was number 5. Which
I don't know how.
I was a One Direction fan when I was a teenager, but I don't know how they made it to number 5. But
wow,
they made it. So
I looked too, and I'm
number 1 and number 1. It's all that matters.
I'm surprised by some of it, like my top song, and it was like your theme song, and it was "A Moment to Borrow" by Crooked Ways, which is an awesome song. I didn't realize I played it that much. And then my album of the year was "Hoffman Road" by Bryn Athen. No offense, anybody. You know I love it.
Ooh. No, I love Spotify Rap Day because I like to see what everyone listens to and gives me more ideas to dive into other music and just I don't know. It's just music is so universal and it like makes people who they are. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw my phone. Damn. But I don't know. I wasn't that thrilled with Wrapped this year. What are my top albums?
Yeah, that's what I'm missing. Stuff like that.
I don't even think they did a top album on Spotify. They did top podcasts, but that not a top album.
I think we finished in the top 1 million. I think.
They did some random one. Like they told me what my October evolution of music was. Beatles, classic rock. And then they gave me February, but that was it. It was so random.
And it seemed like it's here and gone because I can't even find mine anymore.
I know.
I'm like, so one more day with it?
I heard that they did. I saw something on Reddit that they did an AI generated Spotify Wrapped. So that's why it wasn't as, I don't know how accurate that is, but that's why it wasn't as exciting.
I guess.
Whatever.
Jesus, right?
What is my mom talking about? No Stevie. Fleetwood Mac was my 4th artist of the year.
Right? Come on, Mom.
She's up there. Don't worry.
Let's go with now holidays, of course, coming up. Christmas is coming up. And I could have done either one of two things. Ask about rituals, ideas, or plans, or what would you like for Christmas? Let's do that. What would you like? Give us a couple things that you would just love to have this year.
I don't know.
Not yet.
I never know what I want for Christmas. And as corny as it sounds, I just like to hang out with my friends and family. I don't know. I like experiences and just last Christmas was so fun just hanging out. I spent all Christmas Day with Ryan and it was so much fun. We went to his mom's during the morning till like midday, came back to his dad's house. It was so fun. I just like Christmas in general. I could get 0 gifts and I would be happy. I don't even have a list that I give people. I'm just like, whatever you want to get me, fine by me. But if I had to pick, I don't know, concert tickets or something music related. No,
it depends on what it is. Oh my God.
Anything music related is good to me.
You have picked the wrong show because I get so stoked for.
We've been trying so hard not to tell each other what we got for each other, and it's hard because Ryan and Alicia are both the type that are like, do you just want your gift now? I'm like, yes, but no.
That's her, like December 2nd. I got something. Okay. Boy, I hope you're not home and they deliver it. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Like, now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I just want it. I just want it. Alicia, the 1 year, she was so excited to give me whatever she got me. And she's like, can I just give you the smallest gift I got? That way you can just open something. And I was like,
yeah, right.
It was like December 8th. I was like, we have 2 weeks. And it was a little candle, but she was like, I just want you to open something. I'm just so excited to give it to you. And I was like, you need to chill.
What? We really want to see it. I hate to be this way and add to the pressure. Even like the
I know, I want to know, but I also would rather do it on Christmas.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I can't give him his gift yet. So
it's funny because I was told this wild myth many years ago. Me and a buddy of mine who I don't really hang out with anymore, we would always go to Pizzeria Uno around the corner. Had a Christmas beer list, and they'd bring in a lot of special beers. So me and him would go, and we would try, we'd drink some special beers. We were beer snobs, and there was also this thing where if you kicked one of the kegs, you got X amount of something free, whatever the hell it was.
Ooh.
Anyway, we go. So one year, the one bartender, like we're sitting there, and the one bartender was like, "Oh, what are you getting for your girlfriend this year?" I'm like, "Oh, engagement ring." And they're like, "Stop! Engagement rings on Christmas is nothing but bad luck." And I'm like,
"No."
I'm like, "Why is that bad luck?" They're like, "Oh, it's nothing but bad luck." I'm like, "Okay." And then the other girl's like, "Yeah, lame. It's a cop out. Getting engaged on Christmas never works." So what I did was I took a bunch of, I went to a craft store, got a bunch of little letters, and then little boxes. In each box, I had a clue that spelled out a word. And of course, it was Cassie, would you marry me? And all these boxes. And she opened them all up and spelled out the words on. She's like, and she got to like, will you? And still kind of froze. She's looking at him like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Oh my God. That would be me though. I'd be like, what is he trying to say? Like,
right. She's like,
I'm with you. Yeah, I would be just as confused.
She's like,
I'd be reading way too deep to the point where it's like you're missing the plot.
Right. Even with like the clues, she's reading the clues like, I'm like, oh my God, dude, I can't make it any easier. For the love of God, please help me here. Thank you. It worked out good.
Yeah,
it definitely worked out good.
I think when people are like, oh, that's corny, oh, don't do that. It's like, just do what makes you happy. Who cares? You're not doing it for other people. You're doing it for you or the person you're gifting it to. Like, who cares? I used to be like that, and I'm like, literally, do what makes you happy. Who cares?
And when it comes down to, I don't want to say this the wrong way, but like Christmas cards, birthday cards, Cassie's not like a cling to kind of person that collects them for years. I looked in the closet and one of like the little collectible boxes of stuff, and all the little boxes are still in there with all the little words.
Aww, that's so cute.
And I don't care what and Cheyenne, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't care what any man says. You can act as tough as you want. When you ask a woman to marry you, you cry. You absolutely do.
Yeah, and men are allowed to cry no matter what.
I cried like a little baby that day. I was so surprised. Yeah.
Crying is not just a thing for women. It's a human thing, whether it's sadness or happiness. Like, I cry at so much. Like, when I was 3 years old, I watched The Wizard of Oz with my mom all the time.
Oh, that was so sad when you were little, though. Oh.
Yeah, but I was just telling Ryan and his dad, we saw The Wizard of Oz was on TV like a week or two ago, and I told them how whenever Somewhere Over the Rainbow came on, I would sob. Yeah. I was 3 years old. I would just cry. So
wow,
Doesn't have to be sad. Doesn't have to be connected to a gender.
Oh, when you when you both say I do, and you do that kiss the bride thing, you cry.
Even when it's your friends. I've been in multiple friends' weddings, and I'm sitting there crying. Before my one friend, recently, like last September, I was in her wedding. We were waiting to walk out, and I looked over, and her dad was sobbing. And I was like, can you stop? Because now I'm going to cry, and I have to walk out in 30 seconds. And we're all standing up there crying. And I was like, everybody's watching us, and we're just standing here with tears in our eyes and whatever. Crying is not a bad thing.
Yeah, because we were doing good, too. And it was the priest. It was his last marriage he was doing, last wedding, because he was retiring. So he did ours last.
Aww.
And we came in, we had a little delay with her hair. Me and the guys were out drinking beers. And so we get in there, and finally her limo arrives. Like, oh, let's go. So we did preview pictures. So we did pictures before church. We raced to the church. We raced down the aisle, and the priest is like, I have never seen people move so fast in my entire life.
Oh, my God.
And the whole time I'm playing it pretty cool. My wife's like, whoa, you're really in control. You seem cool. This guy's like, yeah, man, you're cool. I'm feeling great. Because somebody put her on the phone. She's like, I can't believe how calm you're being. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I got this. You don't. When she came down, oh, my God.
Not on the wedding day. Weddings are different. And when one of my best friends, Kirsten, her and my friend Dwayne got married to each other. And we were all, her and I were going to our hair appointment. We're all just sitting there, and he's texting all the girls like, I'm at home and I'm crying. I can't wait for this wedding. I'm so excited. And then I start crying because I'm so happy that both my friends are in love and I'm a part of it. It's emotional for sure. Crazy.
I'm not shy about it, damn it.
Nope. You can't be. Crying is okay.
Thank you.
And I do it all the time. And not even for anything bad. Just something cute can happen. I could be at church and someone says something and I just get teary-eyed. I'm like, no one look at me. A song plays, I'm like, I'm gonna cry. I'm just emotional.
I get those weird choke up moments in movies. Like the first Rocky, when he loses, but him losing is like an afterthought. Like they don't even really zero in on the announcer. It's an afterthought if you won or lost. And Adrian's run down the aisle and says, I love you. And he's like, I love you, calling her out. And that crushes me. I'm like, oh, the most manly of movies are Rocky in the ring, all bloodied up. And I'm like, because it's so
okay to cry. That's my motto in life. It's totally okay.
It's amazing.
Ryan said, if you ask Cheyenne if she's okay enough, she starts crying, and that's so accurate.
He did, right? He did say that. That's what
oh my God.
And when you watch it, when I was a single and I'd watch a movie with girls, I'd always be like, at that part, and they're like, what's the matter? No, I'm looking out the window because I knew.
I just have an eyelash in my eye. It's really irritating.
Because I knew I was going to lose it every time.
It's hard.
And when E.T. when E.T.
When he goes home, I haven't seen E.T. in a while, but even still to this day, like I said with Wizard of Oz, if it with Wicked being out now, I keep seeing all these Wizard of Oz TikToks, whatever. If I listen to Somewhere Over the Rainbow, I still get emotional. I'm like, it's not even it's not that deep, but I still remember crying as a kid. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
E.T. makes everybody cry.
True. When I
Home Alone makes me cry.
Who?
Home Alone.
Home Alone doesn't really. Nah.
Yeah, especially the New York one, the second one where his mom meets him at the tree. I won't actually cry, but I feel just a heavy, a happy heaviness where I'm just I know what happens, but.
But the first one, he got sent to the basement because he was being such a jerk, and they forgot him. They forgot him because he was being a jerk.
Little brat.
This right here, bad parents, honestly. Yes. That's the whole premise between Home Alone is horrible parenting.
I can't imagine forgetting my child. I'm sorry if anyone's ever done that, but how?
Twice! Not once! Twice! Without your fucking kid. Are you kidding
me? You would think that they messed up the first time. Okay, everyone makes mistakes. We all have a big fuck up in life. You forget your kid at home. Okay, whatever. Second time, you lose them at the airport. What the heck? And you realize that as you're in the air, why isn't the family sitting together?
Right. And why aren't they in jail?
And why are you traveling with like 13 plus people?
Right? Me and my wife, two of us to Vegas seemed like a nightmare.
Yeah, Alicia and I traveled to, like, where did we go? We went to see Greta Van Fleet in South Carolina, and we met with our friend down there because she lived there in Greenville. Oh, it was Greenville, North Carolina, and then we drove. I forget. We drove to one of the Carolinas. We flew to the other, whatever, and just Alicia and I navigating the airport together. I was like, hold my hand, don't lose me, don't look anywhere else, stay with me. How did they lose Kevin?
Right? And, well, okay, so we have a pro Kevin. This is the second time it's his fault for following the wrong guy. Man, when I was that little, my mom would grip onto my hand so hard and crush it to make sure I did not follow the wrong man. You were lacked on. Yeah. I was latched on to mom.
I had a Home Alone moment in an airport where I had to make it from one flight to the next. We were like 20 minutes behind because of the first flight. And I was booking it. I was holding on to straps. I was like, I am not going to be a Kevin this time.
Right.
Like, running. We're sweating. We just barely made it onto the flight. I was like, nope, you're not losing me. How do you do that with your 10-year-old?
Your mother's actually dreaming about losing you in Home Depot. Was that a nightmare or a dream? It's like, if you think about it, I used to dream about losing you in Home Depot.
My mom got lost on the beach when she was like, what, 10?
Oh, lost on the beach. That's got to be terrible. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's scary.
She was little, and my grandparents turned around for like a minute, and she was gone.
Okay, thank you.
I can't imagine. I don't even have kids, and I'm like terrified. That's why I don't care what anyone says. Those little leashes, people are like, oh, that's so shameful. Nope, I'm not losing my kid. I don't care.
God,
all you want. I'd rather my kid be with me and be safe.
My aunt somehow lost my cousin when she was a young kid on the boardwalk.
Yep, that's what happened to my mom. Boardwalk.
And they found each other, of course, but my God, the boardwalk. I would, as a little kid, I would crawl into a ball and just cry my eyes out. I would lose it.
If I would, me 27, if I'm with my friend, like we go to AC all the time.
Yeah.
My best friend, we go to AC. If I lost her, I have a cell phone, I can call her. I would still freak out. That's scary.
In Vegas, like she would walk ahead of me and I would look at something. I was afraid to look at something. Here I am in Vegas in my 50s. I'm like, if I lose my wife, I'm cooked.
Vegas is very fast paced. I've been there once.
My God.
It is not for me. Like it was fun. I went there for a festival, but I walked around Vegas for like one day for a couple hours. Too much is going on. Yeah. New York is fun, but Vegas is like intense. There's way too much going on.
We went to Fremont Street, and the funny thing about Fremont Street was we were on the strip, the back end of the new strip. Yeah, go here, go there, go there. My wife's like, I need a little more action. So we heard about Fremont Street. And you asked the cabbies and all that, and they're like, oh, watch what you do. They got metal detectors now, and all the people pick your pocket. And my wife's like, dude, I grew up in Philly. There was nothing. She's like, there was nothing that I have never seen before. I'm like, okay. We get down there, and Cheyenne, I mean, it's a big party on the street. Yeah, there's some people. There's shady people anywhere you go. Big party on the street. There's girls, bartenders dancing on top of the bars in the middle of the street where they're serving you 32-ounce fucking beers. My wife zip-lined. They had a zip line and went across the cities. Like,
she's a different breed.
Totally different breed. I'm the calm one, as you can tell, but again, we have seen it all. I'm with that, but I'm like, yeah, I've seen it all. She's telling these Uber drivers, and like, oh, I grew up in Arizona and then moved to Vegas. Again, from Philly, bro. Like, you're not going to show me anything I haven't already seen.
Yeah, Ubers, as long as I'm with someone, I've Ubered by myself maybe 2 to 3 times. I mean, and it was fine, but It's scary. So
It is.
I can't imagine doing it in Vegas. I did it in where did I Ubered in Connecticut. I had a job interview up there. I had to Uber from the train station to my hotel and then back to the train station. And I was fine. I didn't feel scared, but it's still like just odd.
We were close. Some of them dudes think they know the road way too well.
Ryan and I, we went to the beach this summer and we took an Uber home from the one bar to our hotel. And that guy was speeding. We got picked up in a truck. He was weaving in and out of people, just braking like crazy. And I remember us being like, what the hell? Like, this guy's going to kill us. And he wasn't like him as a person was fine.
Right. His driving sucked.
Like, I was like, can you pay attention? He's like whipping around corners. I was like, can you chill?
Oh my God, I got chills just thinking about that.
Like, calm down, dude.
Because there's always the thing about putting your life in somebody else's hands to drive you, especially somebody you have no clue who they are. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I was like, this dude's either drunk or high, and I'm just paying him to get us home safely, but technically not safely because the way he's speeding down the highway, it was scary.
He's living his best life on your expense.
I know. It was like, this is the longest 10-minute drive of my life.
Let's run down. Oh, man, excuse me. Let's run down who is coming up on the Yo Show over the next few weeks. We come back Tuesday, December 17th with the awesome PA metal band Ruinous. December 18th, we're doing a Yo Show Christmas. Just going to play some Christmas songs from previous guests that have been on the program. So if you got one, send it your way. December 19th, I did put that on there. And the good dudes from Strange Culture will be coming on for a special Thursday night show. They're going to talk about their brand new song that's coming out the next day. Legal terms, I probably can't get my hands on it beforehand, much as I'd like a world premiere. But we'll do a special Thursday night show with those dudes on the 19th.
Thursday night.
Right, it's a Thursday night. So be
getting
free
crazy.
All right, getting way too much. The January 7th, an awesome local country artist, the lovely Miss Lily Moss, will be on the program. January 8th is model and alt model of the year, Stephanie Love. Yeah, we mix it up here. So it's not always music. We're going to have...
I like it. Support everybody.
Right,
Everybody's
definitely.
Worth it.
Definitely check out Stephanie Love.
Yeah, I like wish we could get my girl Goth Egg on here.
Yeah, we got to try that.
I reached out to her. She's a great person, but she is a horrible texter. I haven't talked to her in over a year.
That's awesome.
That would be amazing to get her on here.
I'm not opposed to doing Friday night things. I want to do it. I would do it 7 days a week if I could. Wednesday, January 15th is artist Vos, who actually you may remember as James from Sour Station. It's got a new project. Tuesday, January 21st, my man Rob Harris and Life After Last will be on the program. How about 8 days a week, Jeff? Well, that was so well played that I'm actually pissed off because I seen it and I knew it and I still put it up there. Damn it! Like I'm reading it, I'm like, oh no, he did not. I'm saying, no, he did not. As I'm clicking the mouse to turn it on, God damn it!
Oh my God, the Beatles always sneak up on you.
They do. I give you a round of applause for that.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna write it down again. A day in the life, dude. I am like literally like. There's tears of laughter coming out underneath these glasses.
You and Ryan just need to have a sit down podcast talking about the Beatles for like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, pro and con.
That would be a great podcast. Just talking about the Beatles. Come on.
I actually had an idea, and I hate to give out my ideas here, but first, like when we were doing the Yo Show, and it wouldn't let us change the name. It was the Stoop Radio Network. I'm like, let's do a network. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. The amazing Mr. Ryan Beckett. Bravo on that drop. But
that was a good comment. I like that.
That was great. So like the idea was, all right, make it a network and have a lot of people come on and do shows. Like you guys do a show, or bands do a show, or anybody do a show. And then we end up changing the name, so now it's just the Yo Show. So we don't have a network. But I always thought about like making a show where every week somebody new would host it and do their own thing on it.
I like it.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is your podcast or something weird like that. And shoot, like, here's your hour. Hell, I'll even sit back and StreamYard it like this and let somebody just go and have their hour, them, their friend, whatever. So many people are like, oh, we should have a podcast. I'm telling you what, man, it's the funnest fucking thing in the world.
It's really fun. Just for people to talk about what they're passionate about. I love it. Even if it's something I don't know anything about, I love to hear it.
I love podcasts. I really do. I honestly, like, I'm not even just saying this just because I'm on that. Like, I fall asleep a lot of the time to your podcast. Like, I'll put it on while I'm like going to bed. That's not like no. That's not like it puts me to sleep or anything like that. But like, it's like when I need something to like help me fall asleep. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I listen to. I also watch it when I'm awake too, of course, you know what I mean? But
that's freaking awesome, dude. I love that. And a lot of times when, like if Cassie will go out with her sister or whatever, and I'm home alone, I go right to YouTube upstairs and I start watching myself over and over and over again. And like she'll come home with her friend, like, oh God, how jaded. You watch yourself like all the time? I'm like, yeah, I do. Because I love watching myself. But even better is like, you know. Even better is like the people that come on. Like I just love, and I go through like, oh, here's a Milo Sky one. Yeah, let's see what we did here and have some laughs and you know all that. And I go back to certain people every freaking time to rewatch.
No, that's all. No, I can watch you for sure. I can't watch me. I can't watch videos of me playing. I can't watch videos of me talking. I won't be able to watch this. Like you know,
wow.
I'll watch what I missed. You know what I mean? And everything before I come on, you know, but I won't be able to watch that.
Even if I show him like a video that I got of him at a gig, he'll be like, no, I don't want to hear myself.
Nah, I don't like my voice.
Like,
I don't
what?
like.
You sound great.
I'm starting to kind of like my singing voice sometimes at like certain times, but a lot of time when I listen back to it like live, I'm like, ugh.
That's like a psychology thing, though.
My speaking voice is just. I don't like my speaking voice.
I think it's pretty good. I think there's some deepness to it.
I appreciate
there's like a psychology thing with that, where like because you hear your voice differently than how other people do.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know how you hear yourself. You gotta like cover you gotta do this.
Right.
I ears like this, you know, and then you sound totally different. And it's like
he's already played like I think like the first or second time I was on the Yo Show.
Yeah.
The next day he was like, "You were so good on the Yo Show." Like he's so happy and supportive. He'll put it on the next morning, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to hear myself," and I'll have to walk away. I'm like, cringing. And he'll be like, "You killed it. You did a great job." I'm like, "I know, but I don't." Not like I know, like I'm being cocky, but like,
right.
I'm like, I don't want to hear myself. I feel, ugh. But
that was Jewel. Jewel will never rewatch. And then I think I may have told this before or not. There's a great podcaster out of New York, and he's Ralph Sutton, and he does the Sex, Drug, and Rock and Roll podcast. Gets really like cool names on his show, bands and actors. He said, "Dude, I'm going to teach you a lesson. If you won't go back and listen to yourself,
then
what makes you think somebody else will go listen to you?" And I'm like, "Holy shit, yeah!" So I watch myself religiously.
I haven't watched myself on here like ever, unless he puts it on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll listen. I'm like, I'm so cringing because I'm like, I don't know. It's just like I don't perceive myself the same way that other people do.
I mean, there's times that I listen, I'm like, oh, I sound like an asshole, but I still listen. I mean, you gotta. It's you, man. It's like you're.
That's how I am with him. I'll watch all the videos I take of him. I'm like, you sound so good. You look so great. And he's like, like we gotta switch roles because.
Now because me like an asshole, I always sing when I'm recording somebody. I'm always like, oh God, like my voice ruins the entire freaking video.
Well, that happens to everybody. I feel like anytime you're at like a concert and you're filming the band, like you know the words and you start singing along, like you'll hear yourself back.
I can't even tell you how many videos I have where I'm like, oh, this would be so fun to post, and then I'm like, you can hear me singing. No thanks. Not posted.
Right. Even the end of, and God bless you, Ryan, for that moment, but cigarettes and alcohol at the Fuge on my birthday. I listen to myself. I'm like, oh my God, like people stayed after this.
Yeah.
Why is it so embarrassing?
One of my favorite videos was at the Fears that night when we did Memories in Space and like I like sung it with her.
Yes.
That's like the most sweetest video.
I think
that's my favorite.
Was that on his birthday? I think it was.
Yeah.
On Jeff's birthday. Yup.
Yeah, right.
Fun. That's the only video of myself where I'm like, okay, I can listen to that.
Yeah, that was really that was sweet. And I like when I like change it up and I'm like, and we'll do them again and again and then you catch on and you kind of like again. You know, it's really cute. But,
Best birthday ever, especially when
fun.
I kind of owe Cheyenne my life because when you grabbed me by the hand and pulled me up to the front of the stage, I almost fell off, and Cheyenne kind of pushed me back up because I was going down, dude.
I was like, get up there. Come on.
Oh my God, you did almost fall.
Yeah,
I thought that I like wait, so that wasn't on me? Like you helped too?
I was like he was like, no. I was like, come on, get up there. Like,
you're
gonna regret
it.
But
you stuck your hand out and pretty much grabbed me and like, all right, you're coming. And I'm like, okay, got this. Then I kind of tripped, like, oh fuck. I just remember being caught. And I'm like, thank God, it's really close. There's no video of that, so don't look for it.
I love that stuff though. Like when people get excited to just be a part of it. There was a little kid there that night. He had to been like 6 years old, and he loved Milo Sky. And I went over to, I don't even know whose kid this was, but I was like, do you want to meet the band? And he was like, yeah. So I brought him over to Ryan. We gave him a free shirt and stickers or whatever. And it was the cutest.
I know who that was. Moment. So the dude, what's the band? Oh my God.
Yeah, isn't his dad was in the band after
Up 420. I don't think they played it, and I think they just came to hang out.
Oh, never mind.
Or up 420. Up 24. It used to be the 424 band. Now it's up 24.
Telling me about like that he was in a band. Like
it was it's like the dude's girlfriend. It was her little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was wholesome.
No, that was sweet. That was a sweet moment. You know what I like so Jules or Jewel. I'm sorry. Jewel, yeah. One time I was watching the Yo Show and it was like a year ago or something like that, and her daughter came up on the show and she said, "Oh, you know what?" And she left the screen for a little bit, came back, and she like pulled up like a binder or like something like that, and she had a Milo Sky sticker, and she was like,
"Yeah,
look, Milo Sky." And I was like, "No way!" I was like, "That's you know what I mean." So that's what it's really cool when like little kids like are into music and they like know, you know what I mean? Like it's like
And her daughter used to, she would come to a couple of the shows. The one time I gave her $20 out of my pocket to go up and announce a band. They kept saying, "Go announce, Joey." I'm like, "Joey, the mic is yours, announce a band." And it was what's the name of the band? But anyway, so she's like, no. And I go up to her and I said, "Look, here it is, $20. You get on that stage, you announce a band." The band was Critical Mistakes. That chick Bella is the singer. She's awesome. And she got out there and she's like, "Critical Mistakes." And everybody went nuts, and I gave her the $20 and away it went. And, it's shit like that. That just, you love it.
That's so fun. Like it's.
Meanwhile, there's Alicia and Cassie who just go up and take the mic. They're like, "Everyone get your phones out, type in Milo Sky."
Yeah, that was cool. That
was so funny.
And Alicia was like, "Attention, everyone. I know you have Instagram. Follow Milo Sky."
She didn't even hesitate. She's like, "I'm going to go up there and take that mic."
I was like, "What's happening?" I said, like,
all right.
I love you girls. Get the fuck off the stage. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, like my wife's like, "You really should advertise the show more when you're on stage." I'm like, "I really don't give a rat's ass about advertising me. I'm doing it for the bands." But she's like, she's like, "Dude, you're on stage. Keep saying the Yo Show." I'm like, "Yeah, but I want to do a great introduction for the band. I'm not worried about selling me, but everybody says sell yourself while you're up there."
You gotta.
Yeah, you should.
You should. You should get even like business cards just with like a QR code that just says the Yo Show. Doesn't have to be anything detailed.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, we got
something like that.
We got like a deck of cards with like our QR code. The only problem is now Clay, our bassist, got it. I don't know if he's watching.
Probably not watching.
He's gonna watch, but so he's the one who got them for us, and they're awesome. Except for one thing, the QR code is very, very small. So it's like it's really hard to try to like get it. But like if the QR code was bigger, that'd be perfect. That would be awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, you should have like cards too that have the QR code that take you to the link to.
That's a good, because I've been using the dot card, that one you kind of tap to the phone that has all your information on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. But the only thing is now, like if I tap it, all the links come. If you don't hit save, you'll lose all that tap.
Yeah.
And like, all that information is handy, kind of went away. Because it happened at a show, and the girl's like, okay, cool. And she went back like 5 minutes later, ran up to me. She's like, I still saw your info. I'm like, gotta hit save.
Yeah. Some of that stuff is very tedious, but
yeah,
if you could get it to work, I mean, and even if it's like, if you have to invest a little bit more money in it, it's totally worth it. Just to get like even one more viewer, like that's cool.
Yeah, I know. Not really. I mean, if you can get like 10 people like that really are interested in you and what you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, like 10 people seriously that like are really interested in what you're doing, whether playing music or a podcast or anything, a comedy show, whatever. That's awesome. You know what I mean? I'd rather have 10 real people who are really genuinely interested rather than hundreds of thousands of fake ones. Like
right?
We've had so much people work on our social media and our streaming platforms that I didn't believe what they were doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't believe in them at all. And, I don't really have anything to say, well, what they were doing was fake, but I get the idea that it was fake. A lot of the things that people have done for us, you know what I mean? And now it's just comforting to know, like, okay, if there's, 10, 20, 50 people who actually care about us, that means so much more than 100,000 fake ones,
It does. There's nights where I try not to chase numbers, but there's nights I'll look at numbers, and like Facebook will have a couple hundred views, and YouTube might have like 40, 50, and everybody's like, but I'm like, yeah, this is like 50 people that took their time out, and a couple hundred on Facebook who took their time out to actually watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's awesome. Like
right. When you see some that have like, oh yeah, like 5,000 people, where they got the 5,000 from.
Yeah.
You've pretty much talked to 0 people. That's why the comment section going live is big to me, because this is real. This is what you get.
Right.
Well, I saw something about that recently where it was like social media and like at least like our generation has made numbers feel like such a big deal. Yeah. Where it's like, oh, you only got 50 likes on a post. Well, that's a lot. Can you even name 50 people that you know? It's like,
right,
a room of 50 people, that's a lot. Even like with my small business, I have like 150 followers, and like some days I'm like,
I think you have like 160.
Maybe 160. But like I'll look at it, I'm like, oh, that's not a lot compared to like 10,000. But I'm like, that's 160 people. Like that's a full wedding party. Like people coming up to your probably more. That's a lot of people just supporting you or liking your stuff. Like that's not a small number.
And you want to know what's funny? Like, even if you look up, like, now obviously, like, I'm going to use someone who's super famous, no matter, like, he's super famous. But like, if you look up like Justin Bieber, if you see like like his latest followers, he'll have like his last like 100 followers or something will be like they're fake accounts anyways. You know what I mean? So it's like, like now he's super. He really is famous in the world, and everybody knows who he is. But like,
you still get all the fake accounts.
Funny how much fake shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Instagram's talks. I get a lot of spam accounts. They're so hard to chase away.
They are.
But I don't. But that's on like my I don't pat my back like, yeah, look, I got a couple thousand fakies. Because
no, I mean,
Well, that's like a lot of my main like my personal Instagram has well over 4,000 followers. I have no idea how. I made it when I was in 9th grade when Instagram first kicked off, and not everybody had it. So I was following random people were following me, and then it just got however many followers. And people will be like, how did you get so many followers? I'm jealous. I'm like, those are all people I don't know. They're fake accounts. They're spam. Like,
they're creepos.
Yeah, it's old account. People don't even go on them anymore. Like, it's not real. Like technically I have way less than that. Like if I were to guess, I'd say maybe like 500 real followers from like friends from high school, college, work. The rest are all fake. They're just random people.
Yes,
like,
Jason, I'm her boyfriend.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Jason. Yes, that is her boyfriend. That is the amazing Ryan Beckett of Milo Sky. But hey, you were sincere and asked. I was waiting for the moment to put it up and say,
I didn't know
well.
what he was talking about. He said, yes, Jason. I was like, who are you talking to? I'm not even reading the comments.
I kind of thought I seen him looking at it. I'm like,
he's going to be like, you can do better. Like, what are you with them for?
No.
You know, early on in the days when I was working with Jewel, I was like, yeah, Jewel's cool. Like, how'd you find that old man for a husband? I'm like, husband? fucking husband. What are you talking about? An old man.
Why are people so mean?
Man.
Right, first old man, and like, you can do better than like that guy. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, better.
That's not nice. No.
It's my own fault because one time, several years back, we took a little break. This is around the time she found a studio that we would go into and do it like sitting down in person, which I wish we had again to have everybody.
That would be fun.
It was so cool. So we took a break, we came back, and I started off with thanks for sticking with us. I know we took a few months off. We had a big problem. I got Jewel pregnant. My wife found out, and everyone's like people are messing me like, what the hell happened? And she's like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, we're on the show. I'm like, hey, I got Jewel pregnant. My wife found out. They hate each other. I'm not supposed to do the show anymore. And she's like shaking her head at me. She's like, I fucking hate you. And then the whole night afterwards, she's like, I hate your guts. That was freaking horrible. I'm like, it's hilarious. She's like, no, that's horrible. Jewel was like really mad at me about that. I thought it was great.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I said it. Wasn't true, but I said even after Cassie's like, that's really nice. I'm like, it's a joke, it's a show, it's a shock moment. I shocked myself that I even said it.
Yeah, I was shocked the whole time. I was like, wait, what is going on here?
Always got to keep it exciting.
Oh my God.
Well, as much as I hate to do it, we gotta. I gotta get the hell out of here, dude.
Do it, Dave. No, this has been the best part of my day.
All right, we'll give you. Let's go 15 more minutes. What do you think?
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me go to the bathroom real quick. Then we're gonna do. Do you got like a game, or not a game, but like a like me or not? Are you like me or not? Type of thing or something like that.
No, actually, don't tonight. We're gonna talk about what we want for Christmas.
Yeah. And we were going to talk about
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Christmas traditions.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have Christmas traditions that you do?
I used to. Anymore, like, I think like we host, excuse me, I keep belching like crazy right in the mic.
It's the alcohol.
It is. My wife kind of adopted Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Which was great. For years, my parents used to do both. My parents have passed. Her dad isn't really like a host, so they'll come here and we'll have Christmas Eve. And usually we'll make crock pots of meatballs. I get sausage from Jerome's down the road, which is like a world famous sausage place. And I dice it up and get some rolls and you have nice little sandwiches. And we hang out. We do a Chinese Pollyanna. Yeah. We watch TV. We listen to carols. We drink beer, etc. Pretty fun. That's become my ritual. And then Christmas Day, a lot of times it's just me and her just kind of relaxing. And then eventually her sister's kids come over, like her nephews, and she likes to see her nephews. It's gotten simplistic. Back in the day, Cheyenne, it used to be me and my dad, 48 hours of cooking, preparing meals, and all that crazy shit.
So much.
So it's come down a notch.
I'm not going to lie. Now that I'm older, I like the simplicity of it. Because when I was a kid, and it wasn't, Christmas for me was never like overwhelming. Even as a kid, it would be going to my grandparents. It would be Alicia and I, my mom, my uncle, and then my grandfather's sister and his brother and his wife would come over. And it was just like a little family, like always like very small. It was never 20 plus people. I would go to like
manager has like she said that she was having like 15 people over for Thanksgiving, and that was their smallest Thanksgiving that they've ever had.
Yeah.
And I was like, 15?
My boss had 20 people, 20 plus people at his house.
If
and I was
like,
like,
15 people related to me at a gathering, there's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's too many people.
We don't like
You're not wrong.
Too much people like me that would be like,
yeah, my Christmas was always smaller. Like, I don't know if my mom's still watching, she can chime in. Like maybe max 10 of us. And the kids were always my sister and I. Like there was never any other kids involved.
Oh, wow. Because
my parents are divorced. So like it was never like a huge Christmas. We would have Christmas with my mom and then go to my dad's another time. And it was always small. And since then, like my grandfather's siblings have passed, unfortunately. And my grandmother's parents would be there. They've passed. But now it's just my mom, Alicia, myself, uncle, and grandparents. And Ryan comes over. And it's, I mean, last Christmas, we had Christmas on not Thanksgiving, New Year's, because my grandfather had the stomach bug. So we delayed it, but it's very small and I like it. I don't know how people do like 25 plus people. I would have a panic attack.
Like I said, my father and I would do 2-3 days worth of cooking.
Yeah.
And for an Italian holiday, you need turkey or ham.
Everything.
And then you need raviolis. You need raviolis, monagut, meatball sauce. You need it all. And we would cook for 3 days. People would eat for a half hour, run from the table. My father's like, there's your thanks for 3 days of work. Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah, my one coworker for Thanksgiving, she was off the Wednesday before because she prepped the day before. And I was like, my family the only thing we do is like cook a casserole the day before to save maybe another hour. That's it. Because we're just it's just like us. I like it. And as fun as it would be to have like a major family reunion, everybody's there. It's just too much. Yeah. Fights are going to happen. It's just not worth it.
I hate my family other than my extended family other than my dad's side. Like I like my two aunts, the uncles, they're okay. And I don't really know my cousins on that side, but everyone on my mom's side, like, seriously, like, I actually wish they were watching. Like, I really would. I honestly, I hate it. You know?
Wow. I just always...
No, they like, the only one I have, like, sympathy for is my grandma because she doesn't know anything. Like, she's got, like, Alzheimer's or dementia, you know what I mean? So she's like, she doesn't know what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? I could be like, we're going to be on the Yo Show tonight. She'd be like, the Yo Show. And I'm like, yeah, the Yo Show. And then she says, what are you going to be on tonight?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's messed up. No, but anyways, do you like Green Day?
What?
That's a question I was asked.
Jason want to know if you like Green Day.
I wouldn't consider myself a fan, but I like some Green Day.
I'm more of an Oasis guy, as we know.
Me too.
Same.
But anyways, I didn't mean to take it off topic.
But I'm like kind of like that. Like my mom, that was the worry. My mom, like my dad's sisters didn't get along good with my mom when they were younger. So every year at a holiday, mom had no filter. You used to always think every time you hear my mom's voice, like, here it comes.
There's that one person where you're like,
me and my brothers always be like, here it comes. And she would miss. Like, oh. Then she'd come back. Like, oh, fuck, here it comes.
And
every year it happened at least once. And somebody would get offended and leave the house. And my mom's like, that bitch is never welcome to my house again. Until next
every family has that one person that's just like ready to just pop off.
Yeah. No, we had a couple in my family. Do you and your brother like get along like really well, or do you guys like clash or something?
No, I'm the youngest. The one closest to me, we get along like best friends. Matter of fact, now when you were kids, of course, you butted heads, but now he's like, oh, you're like my best friend. We talk all the time. The two older ones, one already passed, but the other older one, a little different style of person. We talk, but not as often. We're not like, we don't get into it with each other, but we don't talk as often. The one that's closest to me, we're like still like this.
Is the one that's closest to you the one that like like I feel like I seen you guys like on like Facebook status, the one who looks like you.
Yeah, and he talks a lot of shit in his comments. Yeah, it's a,
Okay, all right.
yeah,
Rob or something like that.
Rob, yeah, it's exactly. That's good, boy. Yeah.
I'm not so, you know what I mean. I just got, I go on Facebook and I see
You're not stalking me. I'm so sad.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
okay,
You can stalk me anytime, bro.
So, typically after like the podcast is over, then I do my like no, but yeah, right. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, like it, because me and my brother, like we get along and then we don't get along. Like, you know what I mean? We're either like on the same boat exactly, or like we're like gonna like get into a fist fight. You know what I mean?
That's like a brother's thing.
Wondering if that's like how it was for you or anything, but like
we're pretty good. Now I know where Alicia and Cheyenne are gonna go, right? Cheyenne, how well do you get along with Alicia? See, girls do it so different.
Very well. If we
right?
have a fight, if we have a fight, it's over just us being annoyed. Like I'm like over the dumbest stuff, and we'll be like, "Fuck you" or whatever. Like, stop doing that. Like, you're annoying. And then a minute later, we're like, "Do you want to go get coffee?" Like we've had some heated fights and like have disagreed, but I don't know what they were about. Like I had to like if a gun was to my head and I had to name what it was about, I don't know. And like we can have like a heated argument and then the next day just be fine. Like sisters are different. That's why I'm so glad I have a sister and not a brother, because I'm not gonna lie, I always wanted to have an older brother for like, a protective older brother, but now that I'm the oldest and I have a younger sister, I'm so glad. No offense to anyone who has a brother or like a sister brother. Like, I am so glad I have a sister. Like, she is my best friend. Wow. Locked in. She is my ride or die. Like the most, even though she's younger, she is the most protective person I've ever met. Like, she would go to jail for me, and same.
Yeah.
Like that's why I didn't.
Alicia sucks. No, I really like Alicia.
That's what I was like.
Cool.
I always said if I had to like move in with anybody, I would pick my sister. And here we are. Got an apartment together.
Girls do it so much different. An awesome message from Laura Cheadle. So much fun. I love Cheyenne too. So easy chatting with you. So that's great.
Thank you.
Laura, she's awesome. Really like her. And I knew this was. I definitely wanted to make sure it was a night that I could get you on, because I knew you would appreciate the way she is, and very cool. My wife keeps saying you got to put together like a 5 or 6 band night. Milo Sky's in every one of those 5 or 6 band nights she talks about.
I was upset because I did see that Cassie posted up like a Facebook status that said like, "Oh, these bands together." Did you see that?
I did.
And it didn't have Milo Sky, and I was thinking like, "No Milo Sky." Like,
it did.
I was like, what the heck? Like, I thought we were like,
I saw that, but I wasn't gonna say.
But I was like,
I am shocked.
I was really like upset. Like, I was so close to commenting something, but I was thinking like, the coolest people in the world wouldn't say anything, but I'm not one of the coolest people in the world. You know what I mean? That hurt my feelings. I was like, okay.
Here's what makes it worse. And I adore the both of you. She puts her list. I follow up and name a bunch of bands, and I also didn't say Milo Sky.
I know. I saw that too. I know. I was like, wait a minute, what the heck? Like,
I saw it, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
I feel this fucking big right now. I'm like, yeah, let me see your list. I'm like, oh my god, my list.
The reason why I definitely didn't say anything was not just of a is it the cool thing to do? Is it not cool to do? It's simply because when both of you guys posted up your Spotify rap, Spotify rap, I saw Milo Sky on both of you guys, and I was like,
yeah, you were Cassie's number 2.
I hear some
crazy.
people. And I don't want to talk about the Beatles or anything like that, but I hear a lot of people, famous people, when asked who their favorite artist is, they don't even say the Beatles. And then they say, well, what about the Beatles? And they go like, well, duh. You know what I mean? So that,
right.
There's not comparing us to the Beatles at all. I know you would, but nobody should. They're but, sometimes like I could be talking about my favorite, basketball players to watch, and then I might not say Steph Curry, but it's like, well, he's one of my most favorite to watch.
LeBron.
Oh yeah, no, wait, hold on, wait. We got to talk about Jeff. He's a big Beatles fan. He just doesn't know it yet.
He's a closet Beatles fan. He will be.
No, really, you got to listen to A Day in the Life, Happiness is a Warm Gun, Your Blues. Those are the 3 songs that I picked one night. But I'm telling you, if you listen, like, you can't listen to A Day in the Life and go like, not a good written song.
Yeah,
like you'll listen to that and be
beautiful.
Like, what? Like, Happiness is a Warm Gun too is just, it's like, what did it take to come up with something like that? I know that because I'm such a music lover, and okay, maybe you want to. If you didn't, like, I mean, that's no problem. Like, it's different person, but it's like I mean, you listen to like Happiness is a Warm Gun and you go like, where did this come from? What is this? I don't know.
Oh, I'll be saying, what is this?
Well, maybe you would, but like, I mean, give it a listen in headphones and just experience it by yourself or something like that. I don't know. And then like Your Blues, what I mean? If you want to just hear just like a nasty, gritty blues rock song,
yeah,
it's like,
or Because.
I don't think he would like Because. I think that's too pretty sounding for him to like. I think, but I honestly have no idea. You know what I mean? Because I know you're a Zeppelin guy.
Oh yeah,
Spotify rap. You know what I mean? And they just straight up in your face, just boom, just like best rock band of all time.
Because it's very like beautiful and like
I
naturey.
mean, no, I get it because because you love. Zeppelin, and that's like, I know how I feel when I just want to listen to Zeppelin. And when I want to listen to Zeppelin, I don't want to listen to anything else. You know what I mean? Because they just,
right.
No one does it better. Take them on.
And when you did, when you do Dazed and Confused, and every time anybody does a cover song, people automatically compare.
Yep.
And I said, there's something about Milo Sky that actually makes the song better for me. And people are like, are you freaking crazy? Wow. And I love that song, but you do it with like an insane amount of passion. Like, it's almost like your body aches when you sing it. And in a great way. Like, you're just like, I'm like,
I appreciate that. That means a lot.
What's the song that, like, when you're playing, you're always like, this is an original, and you start playing the Arctic Monkeys, but then you go into your song.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I hear that Arctic Monkeys song, I'm expecting it to be what Ryan does, and I'm like, I'm disappointed every time. Like, I love the Arctic Monkeys, but like that song, I'm always like expecting what he does, and I'm like, damn it, I know that's.
I'm with them the same way, and I like, and I love that little intro. I'm like, okay, and then you break into yours, and like,
appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, well, I'll tell you one thing. Like, whenever we play a gig, it doesn't matter if we're playing in front of 5 people or 20 people, or if we're playing a little local Reading festival and there's thousands of people there. You know what I mean? We're always gonna play because we love playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not about like I mean, yes, we want to make a career out of doing this, of course. You know what I mean? We'd be lying if we said we didn't. Everybody wants to make a career out of playing music. But it's like we're best friends and we love playing music together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like, it's like on my worst day, I'm still going to be able to be like, well, I had a shit day, but I'd like to hang out with my friends and play music.
That's what we talked about here earlier. Me and Cheyenne said how this show just kind of, you get excited for it. It puts you in a different mood, and it's just fun to come back and kind of be yourself, kind of be goofy and lay out. And I remember last time you guys were on as a band, Clay said, I knew all my life this was the kind of band I always wanted to be in.
Clay was here?
That's sweet.
That's so sweet. Clay was here
yeah.
last time we were?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the last time your band was on. It was his first time here. You guys been on. It was his first time. I think it was there, or it might have been. Oh God, I forget. It might have been at Sweeney's. Either way, he did say this. This is the kind of band I was always meant to be in and always wanted to be in. He said the way we get along.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was.
I noticed we hung out yesterday. We hung out yesterday. All like we practiced, and it's really hard to get. I noticed, like, this is another conversation. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's whatever. But it is hard to get 4 people four guys in the same room together now. Like,
Sure.
you know what I mean? When we're, we all got jobs, we all got girlfriends, we all got, whatever, you know what I mean? So we're far away. Clay's far away. Clay's an hour and a half away from us.
Yeah, he said that. That's pretty well.
Sometimes we drive to him, and like I realize, oh wow, this is not practice that much.
It's worth it though, because he's near Raising Cane's.
Yeah, he is near Raising Cane's. I do like.
I like Raising Cane's. I think there's a lot of speculation because somebody put a comment today, as a matter of fact, speaking of Raising Cane's, and the guy's like, any bar in any town can make chicken tenders. Knock it the fuck off. I'm like, what?
It's not about the chicken tender. Yes, they.
Not.
I do honestly agree with that. Yeah, you
right.
Chicken tender. That sauce. I know it. It's like a cliche thing to say. That sauce really does do wonders. That sauce is not like anything else.
Someone went to jail over that sauce. Did you hear that?
Really?
That's a bit too much, but like
I went home last week.
It's right there.
To see my family, and they showed me this video on the news. This girl she went to Raising Cane's, they forgot the sauce. She drove home, realized she didn't get it, went back, asked for it, and asked for extra because she drove out of her way.
Yeah.
And they said no. And like, whatever, long story short, she ended up punching one of the employees over not giving her sauce, which is that's not okay. I'm not condoning it, but it's kind of funny, like, that people love that sauce so much they're willing to go to fucking jail.
No, really. That sauce is great because we had that sauce one time in LA. We had that sauce one time in LA. It was me, Liam, Zach, and Nolan. Liam's little brother, our bass player before Clay. And I remember having that sauce and I was like, what? And then it came to, to the East Coast.
Yeah.
We got it there. And I was like, wow, this really lived up to the hype. Because, when you have something and you think it's great, and then you don't have it for a while, then you have it again, and you're like, okay, I might have been overhyping it then. It's like,
yeah.
I wasn't. Like, I'd give up a lot of things. Have there no releases yet? For that sauce. Like I'd maybe give up Milo Sky for that.
Oh my god!
Wow, God! Because my wife will call Pizza Hut. Not Pizza Hut. Sorry, Domino's.
Yeah,
sure. Because one time they forgot her garlic dipping, and she calls. She said she orders and said, "Look, if you're gonna forget the garlic, don't bring the fucking order. I swear to you." And I'm like, "What?"
No, I agree.
And I said that she holds the phone. She goes, "Oh yeah, no garlic, don't bring the order." She said again, "No garlic, don't bring the order." And she hangs up. I'm like, "Oh shit."
No, she's right.
Sometimes it means business like that.
Especially ones with the pizza, the garlic, and the pepper. If you forget that fucking pepper, it's war.
Well, like
I can eat those pepper. I do eat those out of the jar. So if you forget any of those,
imagine getting like this is stupid because it's in the name, but imagine getting a Big Mac without the Mac sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It's
right, the special sauce. Yeah, it's like
what are you
why?
What are you doing? You know what I mean? And that
it should just be like like an automatic response. Throw that shit in there. What are you doing?
Right.
Garlic sauce, and you forget the cane sauce.
Yeah,
you're fired.
No, the cane sauce is everything. Like you're called Raising Cane's for a reason.
Right. Like even Chinese restaurants, like they'll throw in soy sauce, duck sauce, and hot mustard. But they're gonna eat it or not. It's in the bag.
Yeah. Like come on.
Do it with you will. Like
free my girl, the Raising Cane's girl. Get her out. Let's get her out.
Let's talk about Chinese food for a second. Okay. Everybody talks about how hey, you're gonna be hungry again in an hour. Right? You know how everyone says that. You have Chinese food.
Still never understood why. Right.
I know why. I actually have the reason why.
Okay.
Because and I noticed this because over the course of the past I don't know, maybe 9 years, 10 years since my parents got divorced, I've had 2 Thanksgiving dinners. And I never understood why for the second dinner that I had, because I try to make both parents happy.
Sure, right.
Why I would still even when I felt hungry, I couldn't eat much more for the second meal.
Okay.
And it's because it's the same damn thing. Now, I could eat more if you place
Okay.
burger or pizza in front of me, but I'm eating the same meal. So I'm eating turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, and stuff like that. And then I'm doing it all again. I'm less hungry. I'm still hungry, but I'm less hungry for that. It's like when you eat too much dessert and you don't want dessert anymore, but now you want something more like savory. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Yeah, savory.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
so now when I talk about Chinese food, everything, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, tastes pretty much the same.
For the most part.
It does.
Yeah.
I could be eating chicken. I could be eating shrimp. I could be eating, their ribs. It's all dipped in that same sauce. It's either that thick red sauce or
General sauce.
It's either that thick red sauce or that brown like soy sauce type of thing that they put dumplings in. And I feel so strongly about this because I know it for a fact. I know it for a fact. Okay. Wait, please, and I don't want to. If you think I'm wrong, just tell me. But I think General's Cho's or Sal's, whatever it's pronounced, and sesame chicken, and even bourbon chicken,
are the same goddamn thing.
I love it all, and I love it. I love it all, but it's the same thing. So it's like if I go. And maybe that's unfair for me to just call out Chinese food just like that because Mexican food at the end of the day, you want a taco, you want a burrito, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, but with just how it's presented to you. You know what I mean? But anyway, the point is if I have chicken and it's in this thick red coating, and I'm eating it, and then I have shrimp and it's in this thick red sauce coating, I'm gonna be like,
oh my god,
I'm gonna be like, I'm full because I had it because I was really hungry and I ordered 3 different meals, but they all basically taste the same. It's this fried, battered fried, chicken, and I love it. But it's tacos and burritos and quesadillas, they taste the same. They're the same thing. They're just shaped differently.
Different.
You must fucking love wings then, dude.
Oh, dude, I love wings. I love wings.
I don't care what kind of sauce you're making. Wings are all. I mean, some are hotter, some are different, but it's still a wing.
Some are more breaded, but at the end of the day, wings are wings. And don't get me wrong, really. If you put a gun up to my head and said, "Hey, what's your last meal?" I'm gonna say, pizza, wings, cheeseburger. You know what I mean? I love wings, but if you fry the fuck out of them, that's my.
They gotta be well done, though. You gotta kill them. I'm sorry, you gotta. Boil the shit out. Yeah.
And also, I don't like. This is me personally. I don't like wings that big. I don't want to.
No. Yeah.
I don't mind if they're small. Some people complain they're small.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah. I don't mind that it's small. I like just small deep fried wings, not deep fried. Just fried.
Yeah, no, deep fried or deep fried. Yeah, I agree because
crispy wings.
People just make them like this.
Yeah, PJs makes them like that. Now I love PJs. PJs is right down the street from me. I'll go to PJs whenever there's a Thursday night game and I just want to go out or whatever. Yeah, cheesesteak egg rolls, and they don't even make the best cheesesteak egg rolls, but I like going there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't give me a chicken wing that I'm thinking is this a leg? Is this a chicken?
Right, it's like half a chicken. I don't need a chicken breast. Don't deep fry a chicken breast and put wing sauce on it. Don't do that.
And then I hate when it's rubbery. You know what I mean?
That's why you got to do it well done, so you can. It's kind of like a
well done, too.
like a crispy rip, dude. Yeah, none of that or overly sauce. Some places pour the sauce on. Nah, man, lay the sauce on the bowl.
I wish you were closer to us, man, because I'd say this Sunday, let's go to the Pike.
The Pike has good wings.
The Pike has great wings.
And I honestly like when
I'm in the peanut bar.
When they bring out the wings and you dip the wings and the sauce yourself, and they're not like.
I like that. Yeah.
Because sometimes they don't put enough.
No, that's why you gotta say naked.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta say naked. No.
Okay.
For I mean, I don't know if that's what you were getting, but
yeah,
I like my sauce
naked.
on the side so I can choose how I can choose how much sauce I get, and two, I don't want them soggy.
Yeah.
Because if they're soggy, I'm upset. You know what I mean? Like I won't complain to the waiter or waitress, but like it's like please put the sauce on the side. I want to make it.
Can I tell you an idea I've had? It's funny you brought this up because you all know, of course, Barstool Sports and the pizza in one bite. You know the rules.
Yeah.
Dave
Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy. Even before that, and I'm not saying I innovated and had this idea. I always wanted to go to bars with professional like podcast equipment. Go to bars, talk with the owner, and try their wings on a show like this, and eat wings and critique them. And everybody said, "God damn, it's a good idea." This you've now brought it back to life. Like my buddy Bill and his wife Steph. I went to school with them. They own the Union Tap up in Manayunk. Union Tap is known to have some of the absolute best wings in the city.
Ooh.
And we do shit like Union Tap is in Manayunk.
Okay.
The Union Tap. Yeah, my buddy Bill owns it. It's like
we will go there for sure.
We will meet you there. The owner's friends of mine will meet you there. And he always said, hey man, maybe one day I'll get some music. Guys go on and fucking play there and we eat wings there and bring podcasts and we'll have a grand old fucking time. That's what I want for Christmas.
That
sounds
like the best time of my life.
Right?
The Hot Wings podcast. That's like, besides the Yo Show, the only podcast I'd ever want to be on is Hot Ones.
Do you know that? You know what the Hot Ones is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I could never do it.
Love to be on that show. I'm not anywhere close to being
No.
famous. I want to be on it just to be on it.
Yeah.
He
exactly.
talked to me about like my everyday life, and I would go on without hesitation. I want to be on that show so bad.
I like actually Sean Evans from there because I like the questions that he does ask. I think
they're very.
I know it's fun. I know it's fun for like the whole Hot Wings. It's a gimmick of it, but I do like the questions he asks. I think that he is.
He's a good interviewer.
He sounds like he does like his research.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You have to. I mean,
I
don't always rip the most incredible of questions, but man,
no. This is my favorite podcast. This is my favorite podcast.
My man.
Not
people like.
I mean, he's the same because he'll ask questions that are like they're not the same that all these celebrities are old.
And that's what Laura said. That's why she loves.
Like,
Laura said
researches and like asks very intellectual questions, and people are like, "What the?" Like as they're eating like the hottest wing possible, they're like, "I can't even think, let alone answer this question." Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. I like stuff like that. And like I said, Laura said this is like my favorite shit. Now she's been on TV shows and interviews and all over the world. So this is my favorite. Right. So $91,000. So this is my favorite because it's just kind of hanging out, chatting, chilling, fun questions, not the same old blah blah blah.
Yeah.
We take pride in it.
It will never get old to me. I love it.
Thank you. I love it as well.
We're almost at 3 hours, so it's time for bed.
Yeah, it is time for bed. Do got to get us out of here. I hate to. Trust me, I hate to. I was off.
I know. We're at 3 hours.
Once again, don't forget our special guest. A big thank you to Laura Cheadle. Find Laura Cheadle on Facebook at Laura Cheadle, Instagram at Laura Cheadle Music, Linktree/Laura Cheadle. Her music is available on Apple Music because I know I got like tons of it here. Right next to my Milo Sky stuff. And Spotify and more. Laura Cheadle also on YouTube. A gigantic thank you to both Cheyenne for working with me tonight. We appreciate it. And Ryan for coming on and enjoying more of the show. We actually put a whole last hour together.
Yeah, we did.
He said I couldn't. That was an hour ago. You said no. And then, see how time flies on this friggin' show. I love it.
I mean, it really did. Like it flew by like that. Like that was.
Yeah, you said like that no thing like clearly an hour ago. Felt like you just did it.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone who's hung around.
Yeah, you said like 15 minutes, like about like 45 minutes.
I sure did. That was one of Jules' big gripe. She's like, dude, you got to know how to send off and get off. I'm like, no.
No.
I will send off for 4 fucking hours.
Until the wheels fall off, man. If it was up to me, it'd be like 3 hours later, and we'd start talking to each other like, "You remember this time? You remember this time when we met? No, you know what I mean?
Hey.
Yeah.
That's also a good podcast.
Yeah.
You call it the How I Start, How I Finish podcast. Start out nice and smiley.
Yeah.
You start drinking and hitting the vape. And by the second hour, hey, Jason, I pissed on your lawn when we were in high school.
Yeah.
I'm down for that show. Let's get the hell out of here. Big thanks to Laura Cheadle, of course, next week. Oh, my God. I'm so great at this. I suck at this after all these years.
Christmas show next week.
Next Tuesday is Ruinous, a great PA hard rock band. Next Wednesday, Christmas show. So artists,
next Wednesday is the Christmas show.
Right. So artists, if you have music, Christmas of some sort, send it.
How much of the artists have Christmas music? Like, is there
pretty good amount? Yeah, pretty good amount.
Fuck.
Dude, make a Christmas song, especially you. It'd be great.
He is a big Christmas lover.
I'm a big in a week. Could I couldn't get it out by then.
Right. What
as
about
long as you get it out on YouTube and us. That's all that
matters. Wait. I invited Christmas. What did you say, Jeff?
I said if you write it and get it like created in a week and get it on YouTube, that's all I need. You get a week to come up with a great Christmas song. And if not, there's always next year.
Damn it, man. All right.
I'll give you this. If you can't come up with a Christmas song, you have 2.5 months to come up with an awesome Valentine's Day song.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I'll give you that because I knew you could do it.
All right. You know, I could do the week. It's just I got work, and then we're going to Hershey Park, and then I got work. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I'm working like a dog because of this
8
one
days
right
a week.
Those 8 days. Don't tell me. I got offered a Yo Show After Hours thing. It wasn't going to come off right now. It's not happening.
I'd be sleeping.
Right. We did a 24-hour, well, 18 hours. Let's get the hell out of here. We're going to leave the same way we came in with The Warning. A little band named Milo Scotch, which means Ryan left the room because he can't hear himself sing. I could tell you're missing out.
We got new music coming soon.
New music coming soon. And you know, of course, when that new music comes out, we need to debut it right here on the Yo Show. Cheyenne, Ryan, Jeff the Shark Perini, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great night. Milo Sky, The Warning takes us out of here. Love it. Good night, kids.
But yeah, I could have gone. Now it's only just my problem. 10 fingers wrapped around me now. You know everybody's got them. Now you gotta see me sick as a dog eating cake on a Tuesday. Suck on those words from last night. What did you say? I made a friend that I lost on the weekend. We're back again by the time of the weekend. Gonna take a ride and cut yourself. Gonna take a knife and find myself. Gonna take a ride, gonna take a ride, gonna take a ride. Don't wanna stay, but yeah, you turn me on. I've lost the confusion. What a way to begin it all. Leads to both out the you. taking it all. Leaves the boat out there using. Now you gotta see me sick at the dark, eating cake on a Tuesday, stuck on those words from last night. What did you say? I need a friend that I lost on the weekend. We're back again by the time of the weekend. Gonna take a ride and cut yourself. Gonna take a knife and find myself. Gonna take a ride, gonna take a ride, gonna take a ride.